then. Everybody ready to start then?
Where's Ale?
He left. He quit the campaign.
Oh.
Do you guys want to fill in your fellow party members of the events that happened last session?
Yeah, give me the gist.
Sure.
The gist is right, almost got us killed.
Nice. Right on.
Well, we kept exploring like the chambers, and we got into one where we found like the memories of election of Grunge. We were being like peeing against the floor and against the wall by the spear. We have like to beat like his memory somehow, not in combat. After we got out of it, Alexian gave us a choice or a chance to recuperate through a portal to get like to the beginning.
Yeah.
From it, we continue to the dark part of Alexian, the part that was angry, and it only wants to inflict pain on us. When we got there, Riot tried to pick some of the radium of the area, and the area became hostile. It increased like the heat, and the current sent us to the wall. We passed that, we keep going, and we found like two massive jellyfish. I think they are dead embrace.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, and they were like just hanging. And in the room there were like two items of a greatsword and a shield corrupted by iridium, and we picked them, and it increased the temperature of the area. The creatures got hostile because they started suffering pain, damage, and they started to pursue us. We got into another area that seems to have like radium statues of people and crystals everywhere, and in there we were restrained by tendrils while these two things were following us. We escaped that area. We got to an area full of sarcophagi.
Nice.
Full of Alexian people, like people that he have seen, people we knew, people we haven't. That's the area.
Yeah, okay, see. Okay.
And in there we make like or stand against the
Creepy.
the dead embrace where Riot dried their water, and they were just like floating on the ground, or one was floating on the ground and the other one is like on the other area of the bubble just waiting to cross. I think that's where we left. But yeah, picking radium makes Alexian angry, so let's try to not do it. Like the area got hostile because he felt offended.
See.
More than offended, you were hurting him.
He felt hurt and offended.
Imagine if somebody took a pickaxe and was picking away at your flesh. Right. So with that excellent recap, Ivan, go ahead and give your character an inspiration point.
Oh, beautiful.
And yeah, so you find yourself within this sarcophagi chamber. There are thermal vents in the floor that sort of bring that dim light and heat into the airy sepulchre, which has like the ceiling above you. It's about like 3 stories high, this whole place. Strewn around the vents are the bones of large fish, though it's not clear what killed them. The rudium growing on the walls seems to have engulfed, as Ivan said, the dozens of people, trapping them in red crystals, these tomb sarcophagi, as if they were bugs in amber. Every figure bears an expression of anguish, and you even recognize some of them. You see there's like Alicia's parents, the soldier the huntress you helped heal the drow from the memory. There's little Maori, the ghost girl, and other figures you don't recognize. All of these sarcophagi are filled save for one. With that information, what would you like to do? And Riot, you're still muted, but FYI. I don't know if he's here, but we'll start without him. He'll join us whenever.
He said he'll be home in 5 minutes.
That's fine. He'll join us whenever.
I will look to Julian and ask him, can you check with the wand if there is anything secret between these two rooms? Like, in front of the creature.
Sure. I'll take out the Wand of Secrets and I'll cast it.
Focusing upon it sends out a pulse of magical essence from where you're standing. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges. If a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at one nearest to you. The wand, Julian, points south, westward toward the wall. Over here, the wall section right above the empty sarcophagi.
I'm feeling a pull. There's something right over here. But before we investigate it, can we take a short rest?
We have one of the creatures still following us. So next Riot takes care of it. I'll say like try to open it. Like if you get in my position, you can see it there waiting. Here. Get here for a second, Bob.
Alright. I mean, we can deal with it the same way we dealt with the other one, right? Riot fills the place back up with water so that it's capable of swimming towards us, and then as soon as it gets to the entrance, he just drops it again.
Yes, the thing is like Riot is not here at the moment. That's why I'm not suggesting
Well,
to do
Julian,
that.
if you're looking for some healing now, I can definitely help you out.
The thing is, I'm so badly injured right now. It would take like half your spell slots to heal me.
Well, I still have my level 6 heal that I haven't used.
I think you can save that for now.
And since we short rested last session, still has her healer's feat there that works quite well. That's a
Oh, yeah.
minimum. That's a minimum of what? 16? That's a minimum.
Oh, yeah. That would help a lot. Please and thank you.
Yeah. 20.
Could you give me a hand and check the sarcophagi that Julian just pointed out?
Sure.
See if we... Yeah. Well, should we roll investigation or something, Tom?
That all depends on what you're trying to find or investigate.
Can
so last time. Go ahead.
Can the sarcophagi be moved?
No. This is a solid block of red ember-like material that is fused to the floor, to the walls. A huge chunk, about 10-15 feet, sprawling out toward the wall.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, like last time, there was a wall that had like a little part that push and give way to the rest. I'll try to find the same, like a way of moving the sarcophagus.
Last time there was a door that we found a room where the wall was just an illusion, right? Maybe this will be the same?
So what Ivan just said. Cool. Ivan, go ahead and roll me, I guess, if you're just investigating for a secret wall, go ahead, roll an investigation check.
Can somebody help me on this? I'm not feeling the best. You see that she is.
What are you looking for help with?
Like, I'm asking you like to do the investigation. You see, like,
Investigation?
yeah.
I'll do it.
Oh,
Julian's using the wand. He's feeling like the pull towards this area.
I'm not
Julian
doing
will.
investigation. Someone else can do it.
Yeah, Naya's investigation isn't that great. But if you're looking for something like history, medicine, or arcana, she's your girl. Or insight. She's good at that too.
Hey, let's go.
With a 24 roll, you trace your hands following the wand's pull, tracing your hands on the same rudium veined stone as the walls that surround them. This will be a near impossible thing to find, but you can tell that the passage before you is much more fragile than the solid obsidian glass-like shards that surround it. But it needs to be destroyed. It's not an illusion, it's a solid wall.
Yikes.
Alright, let's punch this wall.
Well, hang on. Last time Riot hit the wall. Things got crazy.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't hit the wall last time though.
How about we push it? Yeah, push it.
Maybe when Riot's available, a mold earth or something.
I'm gonna correct you that cantrip does not do what Riot did with it. At the time, I trusted that Will knew what his spell does, but having read it myself, and you can read it with me right now, you'll see that that's not what the spell does.
Okay.
Loser. But this is not, how I say, this seems to be part of his imagination, not part of him. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, it's more rock than ruidium is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah. Cause this room is just full on ruidium.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say like we
Siegfried,
should.
can you smash it? Right there.
What if I like Captain America and punch it with the ruidium shield?
Go for it.
Alright, Tom, what do I have to roll?
To attack with your shield,
Oh yeah, just to like kind of bash it with my shield, see what happens.
I'm gonna say roll d20, add your strength and proficiency modifiers to hit the wall's armor class.
So roll 20. And d20. And what else was that? You said the plus. Okay. What am I doing?
Whenever you hit an object or a creature with anything, you roll d20, and you add any applicable bonuses to the roll, which I would imagine you're proficient with wielding a shield, and I would imagine you'll be using your strength. It's 17 total. Would hit its AC. Go ahead and roll me damage, since this is going to be the equivalent of like a mace. How much does a mace usually do? It's like a bludgeoning. Bludgeoning, what, like 1d6? 1d6 plus your strength? Yeah.
Okay. 9.
9. You deal 9 bludgeoning damage to the wall, and some of it begins to crackle and crumble, and amid that red lightning that you saw surround some of the motes you've already absorbed kind of crackles across the wall, and as it spreads out from the site of impact, and like across a conductive surface, it spreads toward a nearby sarcophagi. And you can hear them begin to crack as well, as if something is beginning to punch the sarcophagi from within. What do you do?
Oh,
I look back at the group and I just look back.
And you have like that. Oh,
I was like,
face.
oh. Did y'all see that?
yeah, I
Maybe,
saw that.
maybe we should slow down before we hit more walls.
You just hear like more impacts, and you begin to see from either side of Nia, from this sarcophagi and this one by Julian, begin to like sort of crack and concave outwards with each impact as they begin to crumble. What do you do?
I'm gonna hold an action to attack the one that's right beside me as soon as it cracks open.
Attack the sarcophagi?
Sweet.
Or the thing that's coming out of it.
Fair
Like
enough.
once it cracks open.
Okay.
That moves back.
So well, we're about to fight some crystallized mummies. All right. Just gonna hit it one more time. Is everyone ready? Anyone wanna ready any?
Do what you do best.
Do what?
Sir.
All right, Tom. Hit this wall one more time.
22 hits the AC. Go ahead and roll damage once more. As you continue to assault the wall despite prior experience and Election's warnings, you hit it, and this time you feel that electric bolt-like energy fizzle toward your shield and conduct through it, through the rudium in your shield. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please? Ooh, actually it's Charisma, so you might even have a bigger bonus to this being a Paladin. Charisma saving throw. 21, or take. Save for a sec. But you manage to hold a true and steadfast as you lift your shield up and save your face from getting zapped by this energy. You afflict an additional 11 for a total of 20 damage to the wall as I have you all rule initiative, please.
I hate angry election. I like his sad part more.
Oh, are we still initiative from last time or something? That's weird.
I imagine the pursuit.
We were because of the pursuit of the other tentacle fish.
That's fine, just roll it
Julian?
one.
Is Julian still bloodied?
Yeah.
Oh
But
boy.
we can rest right after this because you need to attune to the ring anyway. So
Sure.
I'll roll hit die then.
Okay, just waiting for everybody to roll their initiative. As from either side of you, the two sarcophagi explode as angry fists burst forth and two creatures begin to crawl out of them.
Holy shit, these things are big.
Warring barbarian,
These are
rudium
crystal
encrusted
things.
warriors of the past, or some twisted image of, crawl forth from the sarcophagi in defense of this chamber. So we have 1, 2, sorting from top to bottom. Julian at the top of initiative, you even had a ready action to attack, so you can go ahead and expand it should you wish.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. Actually, I need to get the stat blocks for these guys.
My ready to action attack deals 23 damage to this guy.
Very nice. That's the one closest to you.
On
Okay.
the bottom.
Just give me a moment.
No resistance to like slashing or
Need to go to my Google Drive real quick and get their NPC stat blocks. Just give me a moment, guys. Sorry. Swear I prepared them, but Smoldering Behemoth. There it is. Just applying their HP and AC as we speak. Okay, and you said that you hit him for beating his AC for how much damage?
23.
And that's piercing damage, magical. 23. Gotcha. As you chip away at his sternum and retrieve your dagger, he just looks down at you as he clutches to the side of the sarcophagus and lifts himself up. He barely flinches at your attack, but you can see that it has left a chunk out. And
This dude is bigger than I thought he was. Okay, at the start of my turn, I'm gonna bonus action disengage. Get over here to this guy. My weapon burning in my hand as I go to attack it. For
the total
15 hit.
15?
Mhm.
Okay. +2 from...
Flanking with Siegfried.
Not flanking with Siegfried. If I were to draw this to show you,
I can move another 5 feet in my
Okay.
approach.
Sounds good. That would hit then.
Oh, nice.
As you hit the lumbering, not so much dexterous, just heavily top heavy. How much damage is that? Sneak attack is only once per turn, so 12 piercing damage, and then fire takes hold for a total of 26 damage. Anything to follow up?
Is the ready to attack and then my actual turn in combat not considered two different things?
No, because they're not surprised.
Okay. And then I'm gonna back up.
Sounds good. Yeah, you're on deck.
Nia is going to. Oh boy. Nia is so little space to go. Tiny.
Yeah,
Nia
well-
is going to use her bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on Julian. Here you go, Julian. That's what that does. Get some extra AC. And she will then use her action to cast the cantrip Word of Radiance, which is a check.
And I'm just gonna check. The Word of Radiance does not target your creatures that are friendly to you, right?
These creatures are friendly to us.
Word of Radiance is an AoE away from you. Currently, you have an ally 5 feet away from you that will hurt Alexandria if you cast a spell.
Each creature of my choice.
Cool.
And it is a it's a con save.
Sure thing. Just bear with me. I'm looking up their con. I rolled a 16.
Okay, I will roll damage. And this is cantrip, so that does apply. Not blessed anymore. So, it's 17 radiant damage.
17 radiant damage. As you blasts forth this radiancy. It absorbs the light into itself, and the rudium crystals begin to glow ever so brighter. It takes a total of half of 17 is 8. Can you please make me a dexterity saving throw, please? Yeah.
And
Is it-
beside Alexandria, so I have her 4.
Reaches out a hand, and like Iron Man blasts a beam of light out of its palm, your radiancy right back at you. That succeeds. Or half damage. You take half of 7, which is 3. You take 3 radiant damage, and if you're holding onto a spell, you roll Constitution to attempt to save against.
3 doesn't apply, it's just 14. I don't know why, but I had bless toggled for that. So that's what that 3 is.
Yeah, 14 succeeds.
Okay, it does. Okay, so I need to. What was it? Sorry.
So you take 3 radiant damage from your own spell being reflected back up on you from the glass-like shards that surround this creature. And if you're holding onto a spell, because I see the concentration token is on you, you roll to save. Other than that, whatever you want to do on your turn, and then we have Alexandria on deck.
And it's. Okay. I'm sorry. It's con, right? Or is it just a D20 for concentration? The D20, right?
It's D20 plus your
It's
concentration, yes. Safe.
Nice.
Okay. And then she will take one step that way. And
Ivan.
that's the end of your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I see. Okay, I'm gonna move to this one. I'm gonna say, "You got this, sir." And you see that Alexandria drop her sword, goes between the legs with a kick. Tom, can you do me an athletic check? As I'm trying to.
Oh, look at you targeting all my monster strength this session. Sure thing. Athletics is skill check?
Yeah, damn, not one. Why, God, why?
Oh, I rolled a 13 for 22.
It passed. I'm gonna try to grapple him either way. Another one, please. 21. 9. Can he beat it? Yeah, he can.
23.
Oh, he's grappled. That's it by my turn. I'm trying to keep him on place with his leg being pushed against the wall, the sarcophagus. Yeah.
Sounds good. On its turn, it becomes recklessly enraged. The behemoth gains advantage on all melee weapon attacks it makes during that turn, but just so you guys know, attack rolls against it have advantage until the start of its next turn. So it's going to go ahead and rage. I'll put a little icon on it so we are aware of that. A little barbarian axe. Where is it? There it is. But that's a good call, restraining it. Then we have multi-attack. The behemoth makes 2 attacks, one with its great axe-like hand that kind of reminiscent of the Laughing Hand's own weapon, almost as if this is an echo of some sort, and one with its crystal fist. It can use Cleaving Swing in place of 1 attack. Oh, I think I will. So instead of it takes its great axe and cleaves with its wing. The behemoth swings its great axe in a wide arc, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a DC 16 dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes slashing damage and psychic damage, or half as much on a success. So
5 feet.
18.
Oh yeah.
Siegfried, you gotta roll dex save.
Yeah. Am I rolling with disadvantage or advantage? I think it's normal.
Do you have a reason to get advantage or disadvantage?
I don't think so.
Just normal roll?
Wait.
yeah, how about I don't
Yeah.
track your sheet for you? Do you have exhaustion or anything?
Nah.
And Alexandria and Siegfried, do they have their auras up?
Yeah, but they don't stack. I can give him +2 tops.
Yeah, so I just take your 4, but he can also take your 4, and you can take his 2.
Siegfried gets +2 from me, not the +4.
And those of you who have resistance to psychic damage, those of you attuned to the shield, for example, also have that on a successful save. So handle that as you will. Deduce your HPs as the cleave resolves. And then with its crystal-like fist, it's going to go ahead and pick a target. Nope. 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 Yes.
Who is
I need to update that macro.
It's my horse or my bull.
My steed. Against Siegfried, it is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, it's
Okay, you receive an additional 2d8 plus 5. And this is psychic damage, but you are resistant to this, so it's going to be half for you for 8 psychic. As it hits you with a crystal fist and it resonates outwards with that energy, you then retaliate. Having deflected that with your shield, what do you do?
so. I'm gonna cast bonus action. Use my bonus action to cast. What was it again?
I'm going to cast
Shield
bonus
of Faith.
action. Best spell.
Bonus action to cast Shield of Faith
Nice.
onto Alexandria.
And that's concentration tool, right?
Oh yes.
Okay, I'll go ahead and put that on you, and then Alexandra, your shield of faith. Ugh. I don't like that word.
Julian is also Shield of Faith. Julian's bad at putting icons on.
Great stuff.
Julian bad?
Oh,
Get good. Alright,
oh my gosh.
it's fine.
And because
AC, man. Enjoy it.
because this behemoth is enraged, I will attack him twice.
Oh, nice.
Is that a natural 20 there? See, nice. So both those attacks hits.
Sweet. Bam. And go bam. Take it all in.
Take it all in. Poison, you find out that it is actually being a aberrant construct. Let me just check. Yeah, it's immune to poison damage. There's no living flesh left for it to be poisoned. Nonetheless, it will take the other slashing damage. It's a magical weapon, so 10 plus 8. And then we have an additional 9. Nice.
Still good damage rolls.
Yeah, as you chunk away at it.
That's it. It's my turn.
Alrighty then, Riot to follow up. Riot, as you still hold on to your air bubble spell, you're currently on the ground, on the hot ground, and you see this entity here, the other one that's not attacked yet, quite except for that one chunk by Julian. It's sort of assuming a football-like stance, and its eyes are locked with you, and it looks like it's about to charge. What do you do?
Riot looks at that, looks at Julian. How do we get ready to hide? He's going to run over 5, 10, jump on the edge of this one, so he's flanking with Siegfried.
You're...
Would he be flanking there, or would that have to go here?
No, you're flanking where you were.
Okay, I'm flanking where I was. Alright, and then I will use Primal Savagery. I get advantage plus flanking with a +2. Uh-oh, there we go. And Primal Savagery. 27 to hit for 23 acid damage.
Just checking resistances and such. No, that applies as normal. Siegfried, I'm just gonna put you here because you can't end your turn on a creature space unless it's 2 sizes larger than you. But nonetheless, 23 acid damage does apply as you begin to melt away the acid-like, the ruidium-like substance encrusting it. Anything to follow up?
And then with that big ruidium, how high is the ceiling currently?
It's about 3 stories above you, so about 30 feet.
Riot is then, because he only moved 10 feet, will kick off the ground, and everybody would see off his back would starlight dragon wings would appear, and Riot flies 20 feet up.
Is this a spell?
No, this is my dragon form. I got an increase to my starry form come my level 10.
Dope.
I can fly.
Dope. And so you are airborne. Is it 20 feet off the ground?
Yes.
Okay.
Dear God, the cat can fly.
Cat's got wings. It's under
The cat can fly and the snake will smoke. Alrighty then. Anything else in your turn?
No, I got no other bonus actions to do.
Okay, and as you fly out of its reach, it cannot use its reaction because it's already done so with Nia's spell. So we have then this one over here take its turn as it, seeing you flying, unable to reach you, just growls like angrily and turns stupidly to look at Julian, locking eyes with you, Julian. It's going to go ahead and charge recklessly.
What'd you do to it, man?
I did kind of stab it, like, as soon as
Oh,
it woke
yeah.
up.
Yeah, true.
Okay. So we have reckless, and then if the behemoth moves at least 10 feet straight forward, toward a target, and then hits it with Crystal Fist. Okay, can do. I fucking love Risk of Rain music. Let's go. It's gonna go ahead and charge forth, and with a Crystal Fist attack, it's gonna be a +9 to hit with advantage. So I'm gonna roll that twice, keeping the highest. 24 to hit against Julian. Shield?
Yeah, I'm gonna shield.
Yeah, if it ain't broken. Alright. As you block that attack, you feel it impact, and probably nearly knocking you prone and pinned against the sarcophagi, but you manage to last minute shield away, and his fist rebounds off the magical shield. How much armor class do you have about now? I'm just curious. I'm still gonna attack you regardless.
29.
29, disgusting.
Bro!
Disgusting. Alright.
With the Shield of Faith? Thank you, Nia.
So a great axe attack, that's gonna be...
If our rogue is starting bloodied, he's gonna need all the ace he can get.
I have 25 and 15, no chance. As he begins to just cleave away angrily against your shield, each impact rebounding off, and you are safe. No squirming coming in from the south, like western direction, the chamber where he last came from, as the tendrils of Iridium don't reach you, but you can hear them squirm and lash out at the walls as we have the top of the next round. Julian.
I'm gonna attack the guy who just tried to hit me.
You have advantage.
I'll use my bonus action, Hexblade, curse him.
What does Hexblade Curse do? You keep saying that and then keep forgetting what it does.
I can crit on a 19.
Mm-hmm.
When the creature dies, I regain HP equal to my charisma save.
Dark One's Blessing.
And it increases damage equal to my proficiency.
Gotcha. Okay.
Also, if you get crit at 19, I think.
Yeah, you said that the first thing.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that.
All right. So with advantage, you strike for 19, which hits. Ooh.
For 57 damage.
That is...
It's actually a 17, but that hits. I forgot to untangle. Yeah.
I trust you do the right math. I just want to make sure. I'm getting 49 for some reason. What'd you say?
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
attack.
Oh, yeah, it's 49.
49, okay.
Although I suppose 7 of that is magical. Then fire.
Alright, and then, as Nia said, having seen this before, it absorbs your green flame into itself, and for a moment the gems turn green themselves, and its eyes flare with this flame in their sockets, and it just opens its maw and spew a cone of fire. Both bursts toward you. It's going to be a dexterity saving throw from Julian. DC is 14 versus 3 fire damage. as these fiends seem to be possessing some sort of a lesser magic absorption. You take 1 fire damage on a successful save.
Nice.
1.
Oh, I forgot to
Mm-hmm.
No, never mind. For a second, I thought I forgot to toggle Hexblade's curse.
Okay.
I'm also gonna move away from him.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna just like alley oop over the sarcophagi here.
I appreciate the use of
and
French.
Move to here.
Sounds excellent. As you
That is my turn.
end your turn, Nia, go ahead with yours.
It doesn't use a reaction? It doesn't try to
It
smash him?
literally just used a reaction to reflect the spell back at him.
that other
So,
thing is
what would
reaction.
you like to know? Yeah.
Cool. Boy.
You had all round.
I
What
don't
would you
like
like to
that it's reflective, boy. Although it's a reaction, so
Well,
take damage.
we've
So-
seen it for radiant and fire damage. Maybe it doesn't work for necrotic. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll give it. Yeah. So Naya will kind of turn slightly to the right and will go ahead and bring out them trusty bells.
Fame book, right?
So as she'll cast Toll of the Dead on this one over here.
Okay.
Which is a wisdom saving throw. Are they wise boys?
What do you
We'll
think?
see.
No.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. And I remember to actually up them because I'm past level 10 now. So 4 radiant and 23 necrotic.
So much damage with a cantrip. It's so good.
It does
Cool.
now that I'm past level 10, it does 3d12.
Well, all right, excellent. As that toll rebounds, and you can see some of its form shudder and begin to crack and crumble. Anything to follow up?
For Alexander, I specifically chose this one because it already used its reaction. I figured it couldn't bounce it again. Unless they can use it multiple times. That'd be funny. Yeah, so it took a flat effect. That was action. And as a bonus action, she will summon her sword. Summon the sword. She's gonna summon it over here. I think that whatever's a slot that works. And it will attack. Attack.
23 hits for 8 force damage.
And she will take 2 steps back.
Sounds excellent. Alexandria.
I'm gonna bash this guy on his leg until he falls. And he do an athletic.
Twenty-six.
Let's do it 2 more times. 15 and 27.
$14 fails against your 27.
Okay, he's prone and grappled on the ground as I ping him with the shield against the wall. That's it.
Sounds good. Still reckless. His rolls will be rolled at normal because now he has disadvantage on top of being prone. Even though he can just use half his movement to get up, but he doesn't because he's grappled. So good tactic. Let's see here. I'm gonna cleave again. The beam swings its great axe in a wide arc. Yeah, each of you within 5 feet of it, please make me a DC 16 Dex saving throw against the disadvantageous but reckless cleave. Meets beats.
Yep, sweet. Sweetness.
So it's gonna be Riot, it's gonna be Alexandria as well.
I'm in the air.
Ah, correct, you're out of reach. So Alexandria, you rolled an 18? Or you
Yes,
you're rolling disadvantage because of exhaustion?
No, 18. I haven't got to that level yet.
Okay, so that both succeeds. Both of you can take 1d12 plus 5 slashing, and that's half because of success. Okay, 3 slashing damage, and then plus 1d12 psychic is going to be half as well. So you receive, Alexandra, you receive 6, and you, because you're resistant, Sir Siegfried receive 3 additional psychic damage on top of that.
Okay, so 3 and 3, 6.
Yep. As it finishes its cleave, it's going to go ahead and attempt to fist attack Alexandra this time. It's going to be a d20 plus 9 to hit with its crystal-like fist for a total of natural 20. Oof.
Oof. Give it to me.
4d8 plus its bonus of 5 will be a total of 25 psychic damage to Alexandria as it finishes its turn.
Half is 12.
Why half?
Intellect Fortress.
Oh, yeah, so half will be 12, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you still have that up?
Yeah, you too.
As long as you're holding concentration on that, right?
Yes.
Gotta roll the con save.
Oh, yeah, I gotta do the roll.
DC,
Yeah,
DC 10. You're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
She's got some intense con over there.
Shield of Faith.
How do you have plus 11 to your concentration saving throw?
I got proficiency in Constitution and the aura, so that's how.
So what are those numbers each?
Plus 4, plus 4, so plus 8. And the plus 8 plus 3 because my Constitution is 16.
That's insane. But that's a level 11 for you. Alright, cool. So we have Sir Siegfried on the deck to follow up.
Alright. So, since I'm flanking with Riot.
Right's flying 20 feet up. He's not.
Yeah, I'm not flanking right now. I'm
He's
20
not
feet
flanking.
in.
Oh, shoot. And I shall jump in the air and then flank.
Can you jump 20 feet in the air? That seems really
Oh, I don't know,
high.
man. I don't got that vertical. I'll just attack him regularly then. Oh, no.
LeBron James.
With advantage because he's in rage and he's freaking prone. Pop.
Yeah, both hit.
Sweet. Finish. 25.
25. Let's see. Oh, he's looking rough. You're mining him like diamond in Minecraft.
That's it.
Riot. Airborne as you are. How do you follow up on your friend's strikes?
Right, will glide down 20 feet.
Oh,
Primal Savagery.
freaking
And
flying
it's-
eagle.
Advantage still.
Yeah. Always reckless.
So that would be 20 to hit, 17 acid.
As it takes your acidic damage, it takes the spell into itself, the green energy veining through it, and then it spews forth that acid out of its mouth, the bile coming out of you. At you, rather, it's going to be a DC 14 dexterity saving throw from Riot.
Dex save. 8. Or 5. So I take
8 acid damage.
Okay, I'll do that in a second. And then I'll climb 5 feet up on the wall. Or, yeah. Climbing 5 feet up the wall. I can't fly back up because my flying speed's only 20 feet. So I'll climb 5 feet in the
Sounds
air.
good. Excellent.
And that is my turn.
Bottom of the round, we have the Charger over yonder by Nia's spiritual weapon. Lock eyes with the Cleric and charge forth toward her with thundering steps. As it does so, it retrieves its crystal fist behind its shoulder and swings for a hit against Nia at advantage. It's going to be +9. Roll twice against Nia for 26 to hit.
That 17 is a no, but the 26 is good.
Yeah, 26 hits for 2d8 +5 psychic damage. And as it does so, hitting you with that fist for 19 psychic damage, it's gonna resolve the charge. Oh, it takes an extra. Ooh, wow. Extra 2d8 piercing. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on DC 16 Strength saving throw or be knocked prone. That's Unia. DC 16 Strength. Nice. So you resist being thrown or knocked prone, nonetheless taking that 19 plus 8 damage. That is going to be its charge resolved, and then it's going to go ahead and swing for a cleave against both Nia and Alexandria. Against a cleave, it's going to be a 16 dexterity saving throw.
I actually managed to keep my concentration.
Nice.
Hmm.
23 passes for Ivan's character there, and then we have Nia passing as well, no problem. So again, rolling just damage here. For slashing damage is 1d12 plus 5. That's the slash damage halved for 5. Then additional psychic damage halved to 6. And if you have resistance because of Fortress, half to 3.
Okay.
So I have to roll con again.
Yeah, with each attack. Not instance of damage, but yeah. Nice.
Jeez.
I keep my concentration somehow through that onslaught. Nia lost like 40 hit points.
Sounds excellent. With that being said, as it locks position there, it's going to be the top of the third round with Julian. 12 seconds have passed since you've knocked on the wall. What do you do?
Gonna move to here. Green flame blade.
Suspense is killing me. Natural 20.
Ah, you love to see it.
Damn, everyone's freaking popping off.
As he
there.
rolls one.
Wow.
Oh, still.
The
What?
worst sneak attack ever.
God. 5d6, he rolls 4.
It's a casual 70 damage from the rogue.
Do better, Julian.
Better, man.
Better. I know, wasn't great.
Yeah, but you're at risk of taking 13 fire damage, though.
That's fine.
You're a Dexy boy.
Yeah.
I'm just reading something.
That's wild.
I rolled 5 once.
Mm-hmm.
An unconscious creature cannot take any reactions or actions, so how do you want to do this?
Ooh. As I see that it is attacking my allies, I quickly run in between them, like ducking underneath the arc of its cleave, and stab it right into its torso with my burning blade.
And with that, it perishes and is destroyed.
Nice.
You have the rest of your turn.
I will move to here.
Remember that you have a hex on it. You recover HP.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That is my turn.
Nia.
Bonus action going to be moving. Oh boy, come back to me then. Gonna be moving sword into position over here, and it shall attack.
$14 meets and beats his AC for 9 force damage. Force?
Force.
Force, yes. That makes sense. Okay.
And then she'll, if it ain't, don't mess with it. Wisdom save, please. Toll them bells.
That's wisdom of 18.
Nice. Nothing happens.
Of the few rolls I could have had. It's 18, it's 18, 19, 20. I only have 3 out of 20 rolls like that will succeed on this.
And instead of clinging down from the heavens, they just kind of fade into the ground. As nothing else happens. And then Naya is going to take 2 steps back. End her turn.
Alexandria.
Question: if I'm grappling a creature, I cannot use a weapon, right?
No,
That's
you
like-
are grappling with one free hand.
Okay.
You cannot use a shield, for example. Or cast spells if you're using a weapon. But yes, you can grapple and have one free hand.
Okay. Yeah, my other hand is with the shield. So she repositioned herself with the creature being pinned, and she kicked him twice on the face. Not 20. Yeah, I mean, she's using the blade. That's freaking hard.
You're curb stomping my behemoth with a natural 20?
Stop it.
Because she's wearing Tim's.
How do you want to do
And
this,
she's
my
wearing
guy?
Tim's.
How do you want to curb stomp my guy?
You see, like she's been pushing the shield all the time, and as soon as she breaks free, she kicks him twice and starts stomping once, twice.
You
until
hear
it
the
becomes
crack
dust.
of stone, or crystal or glass as you, with the final stomp, your greaves impact his face, and his head just goes cleaving off his neck, and both hands just go slack onto the ground, and he's no more. And the glow from his eye sockets fades as we are out of combat. Curb stomp my behemoth. How the disrespect.
No respect, man.
He could have gone out with the chiming of the bells, but no, he saved himself to get curb stomped.
All right, team. Good job, all. With that, if you want to open the door forth, be my guest.
Naya's gonna take a moment to heal herself.
Naturally. Riot, you can tell that you have about 4-5 minutes left on your spell. Plenty of time, relatively, but that's how much time you have before this chamber fills up with water again.
Okay. Riot's gonna use the little lantern to get the mage hand to go pick up the other ruidium on the ground.
Sure. Yours to
And
claim.
put that away.
You can. There's no amount I can list for you because this place is chock full of it. For the sake of spell components that cost money, you don't require a shop for this place, right?
Yeah.
This campaign is awesome like that. You could in this place you can ignore costs because you're just using Iridium. The only thing you're risking is virulent corruption, but yeah.
I know. I'm just picking it up because, we have 1 diamond for Revivify, and we have to rely on Ruidium for
100%.
Greater Restoration.
I hear it. I'm just telling you, I can't give you an amount because it's literally more than you can carry.
I got a bag of holding.
Yeah. You could fill your
Anyone
entire
else lose
inventory with
vision?
iridium if you wanted to.
Pardon?
Anyways.
Did anyone else lose vision?
Well, you deleted yourself off the map, so yes.
Oh, I did. My bad.
Yeah.
Elixion got pissed off at your boohoo moment and obliterated you.
Boom.
Uh,
Those
but
molecules.
Thank you.
Riot, can you take care of this creature in the other room?
Yes, you just see Rice flying around like Super Kitty for a second, and then he'll just doing a little Super Kitty around the room because he can fly, and he'll move up here and control water and remove all water around that creature.
Dope. How long does that fly last for dragon form?
I had 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Dope. And it's not concentration, eh?
Nope, it's my bonus act. It's my wild shape.
It's your wild shape. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting you're a druid because you never like use wild shape for anything but stars. That's your subclass. Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Where do you target?
gonna
I just
drop-
want to set the area for like how far does this go? It?
Yeah.
So
I'm
from
gonna let
it,
the
eh?
yeah. I'm basically just going to like the whole area, pretty much like this whole area, like or meaning the entire channel. I'm just going to make it dry.
Okay, but you're targeting like the point of origin is it or the middle of the chamber?
Yeah, it's going to be it.
Okay,
And
so
then
you're,
it's just the
this is
entire
the
tunnel
this,
is gonna
this is
be-
the range of your spell then. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if I could change it to make it smaller width and longer in.
Well, it first of all, it already is because it stops at walls, right? It does not dry out water beyond solid walls.
No, I know. What I more mean is like I know I can like reach over in here, but I was more meaning I can probably still make back here a bit dry over here. If I extend it, like if I did, let's say
Well-
20 feet wide and X number
No,
long.
it's not like total area. It's within the 50-foot square. You can make it whatever dimensions you want, but you can't make it like longer than 50 feet. See what I'm saying?
Okay. I thought it was a possibility of going like 100, like
You
doing 90
you
feet
could
and
make
5
a
feet
spell area
wide.
like this if you target it to the center of a chamber, for example, right?
Oh, okay, I'll do that actually, so we can move out. So when the water crashes back in, it won't hit us. Yeah, I'll do that.
Sure. So you remove back your spell, no problem. For the sake of sanity, I'm
no.
gonna go ahead and delete this token from the map. There we go.
Get away that petrification.
And as you do so, the creature plops down onto now dry land, and skewers itself on the various iridium shards that were below it, taking damage.
And becomes more ruidium corrupted.
Okay.
21, ouch.
You impale it there, and there it remains without movement speed. Unable to move, impaled on that spire for next so minutes.
Well, I can always just like lift it back up and drop it back down continuously until the spell goes if you want.
It's your call. It's not what I want.
No, Ryan's talking to Alexandria. Ivan, you there?
I mute myself. It will drive itself there and just die. You don't need to put an extra effort on it.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not sure. It might be able to breathe in there, just by might be stuck.
Either of you can make me a nature check.
Right, we'll
Yeah.
gladly do a nature check.
Like, I see them like water-based creatures. Like,
Yeah.
Lots of water-based creatures.
Nature 21.
Land.
It has water breathing. Okay, definitely. It's breathed only underwater. Okay, we'll just let it suffocate.
Well, how long does that gonna take?
We're just gonna crucify it and let it suffocate. Praise Melora.
it's your fault, Tom. Okay, you gave me this freedom. It must suffer.
It must suffer. Well, it almost killed us, but
I'm gonna
I
say
feel
for the
like I should
sake
be
of
putting
plot,
it-
that's how it perishes. You don't have to worry about for you have suffocated it. We can move on to less grim subjects, I suppose.
I was like, wow, you're a brutal druid.
It's like 4 minutes from now, I'm just gonna be like, okay, right, gain 25 XP. Did I ever tell you that? We actually had a moment like that in Curse of Strahd. where instead of saving a little girl who some guy dropped in a lake with like the classic anchor strapped to her boot, drops her in a lake to make a sacrifice. Instead of like rescuing the girl, they spend like 2.5 minutes arguing with the guy, like, "Why'd you do that? No, all this," and they're like, "We're gonna fight him. Yeah, we're gonna capture him." And meanwhile, I'm like, "Okay, well, the bubbles stop." And a minute later, they forgot all about that. I was like, "You all gain 1 experience point from having killed a commoner." Welcome to Curse of Shrug. But, anyways. So with that resolved, the Death's Embrace easily dispatched off. You guys wish to open the door?
Yes.
Shall we move forward?
Do you want to locate person, or do you guys want to let Julian have a quick rest to get health?
You can do that. I mean, I'm.
Oh, it's another one of these things.
So it is, however, let me see here. You need a pale glow suffuses a small dead end chamber. The ceiling is about half the height of the main chamber, and the floor is covered with fine white sand. Tucked in the alcove is an altar of glittering crystal carved with small feet. But where you would see a shimmering mote of light float above it, there is none.
Rune 6, I bet you.
Okay. If we get inside, or I get inside the room, do I see any traces, any items? Maybe a water bottle, a piece of ration left, something like that.
Go ahead and roll me. This will be perception.
Disadvantage, so 6.
With a 6, find sand. The only thing you find is the very obvious. Before your tracks take over, indeed somebody has already been here. There are footprints in the sand, and they're recent enough that the tide, the moving of the water, did not wear them away. They vary in sizes, eclectic as they are. 3, 4, 5 people fitting the Maroon 6 description. One of the pair of boots is indeed large enough to be like an ogre's. Another pair of Greaves prints is small enough to be a goblin's. So it wouldn't be out of the question that the party that was ahead of you has already reached this goal in the time you have given them.
You think the
Or
wall
still-
has self-repairing abilities?
This place is alive after all, so yes, so I will say it has.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too far-fetched.
Very reminiscent to the portal through which you came into this place. The ruidium you have bashed is emitting a small crimson trail of as if like blood, but from that open wound-like crevice you've created, it's already beginning to grow back ever so slightly, like living coral.
Let's can we take a short rest here?
I think it's better if we take it outside this room. I don't want to be trapped inside this coral and making angry once more. You see, I come out and start casting Tiny Hut. 10 minutes.
You think we need Tiny Hut for a short rest? I think we can
We
just
need
sit around
Tiny
here.
Hut for everything. We don't need it, but it's 10 minutes. If we can just risk it, no worries.
I'll take off my Ring of the Fair Folk and hand it over to Nia.
Thank you. I'm kind of getting tired of floating around in this water.
Yeah. I'll use the second shield that we got.
I thought Alexandria was using that.
Are you?
I'm not attuned to it, so yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna ask you, Tom. With the claws, do I need to wear them to have the digging speed, the burrowing speed, or only the attunement part is needed?
The claws require attunement.
Yeah, but
The claws require attunement to use. Yes, I answered your question.
And I need to wear them to
use them, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Just clarify.
Like a badger, you're borrowing with them. They're like fist weapons.
Yeah. Okay.
And just so you guys are aware, the shield and the greatsword you guys picked up last session, or whenever it was, you guys, they're just items that you hold. You don't know what they do.
No,
Yes.
we don't.
Naya can't. Well, Naya's taking the hour to attune to the ring, so I don't think she can also. I don't think there's also time in there to do the ritual casting. So that would be like, if you want to do some identify, those would be extra 10 minutes on top of the short rest.
Sure. I imagine it's the same as Siegfried's shield, but we can identify it just in case.
Well, I mean, you can attune to it, and then you would know.
Oh yeah,
too.
I'll just attend to it.
Quietly attuning to your items. Is anybody on watch?
Right, would be.
Roll me a perception check.
Sure. And that's what he's good for. 16.
With a 16, you perceive the sound of moving water coming from the prior chamber where the tendrils are. While the tendrils themselves have quelled somewhat, and the glow of the iridium is less angry now, you can hear distant movement, as if some slithering being is hunting in that region. And should you peek, you would see that one of the slithering bloodfins is hunting a school of starfish in that chamber.
Okay.
You guys are remaining quiet, you don't seem to be attracting its attention quite yet, but at the same time, it is there.
Riot's gonna tell everybody, shh, no loud talking, no movement. Just, there is a creature in another room that will attack us. It's the thing that swallowed Julian.
One of those blood fins. Yeesh.
Nice.
So we get 11 from your inspiring. So what do we get from inspiring leader again? 14?
15.
15. Okay. And I need to do some rolling.
Right, if you wanted some extra HP without wasting some hit dice, I can also, at like the beginning of the short rest, do healer's feet.
I wouldn't say no because I only got 15 from that, and I'm pretty low.
There you go.
Oh, that's beautiful. Plus 18.
Did Alex or Sig want some healing as well?
Okay, you can.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Just save it.
Yes.
Well, it refreshes after. That's the thing. It refreshes at a short rest. If you use it at the beginning of the short rest, it comes back after the short rest.
But
Oh.
it uses an item, right?
It uses healer's kit, but she has 25 uses, so.
It's okay. Well, we have been through war things like this, right, sir?
Yep. We'll manage.
Well, 111 then.
Worse than the Netherdeep, interesting.
Yeah, and as you see, like, she's not too injured, but she's having
Do one
difficulty,
more. Oh, there we go.
like, breathing and standing. I'm exhausted.
I'm gonna take the opportunity to use the washroom and get some water real quick.
Oh, where are we? Oh.
I thought you were going to tell me that the Maroon 6 were coming and I just go transmute rock and shovel the mud fall on top of them.
Oh yeah, well, now that you mention it, you remind me of them. At the end of the short rest, you see, like, she tried to ask for divine help to get a sign on the spear that Ayo is carrying. Is it 1,000 feet near us, then?
Does it pass through walls? Yeah, it does.
Yes. It should say like how close it is. Like I hate that it doesn't.
The spear is southeast. Literally like 45 degrees southeast. From you, distance-wise, it is moving further away from you.
Okay.
They're on move.
Yeah. Southeast. Well, we should start moving. Everyone is ready?
Well, I mean, Megan just took a break.
Oh, okay, my bad. I just wanted to use this at the end of the rest so I can like use the 10 minutes to see if
Do paladins can identify?
No, they don't.
Clerics of knowledge do, though.
Yes.
Oh yeah, but she's attuning to an item, right?
I mean, she could use the spell slots, but I don't know if she is how she's doing with them.
Her call?
Yeah, exactly. So Julian, you attune to the shield, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Oh, interesting. Doesn't the shield master feat already do that?
Nope. You're thinking about battle maneuvers. Perhaps.
Oh, short rest, nice. I forgot Bardic Inspiration gets back up.
What's your plan from here, guys? What do you think? Decision makers of the party.
I'll say like keep going to the right of the road. Mm-hmm. Never backwards, always forwards.
Never backwards, always forwards. But you went backwards your first 2 times you were here.
That's we learn our lecture.
I would say push on.
So Ride is no longer concentrating on that spell at the end of that rest.
No, I'm no longer flying, but I do get my sorry forms back.
That's cool.
A question. Does the modes will be valid as an object? Like the fragments of the soul, or?
No, they're inside your essence.
No, but the ones that are floating around, like.
No. Well, okay.
Okay, cool.
Ivan, ask me the real
It's a
question.
soul.
I no, I don't know if it's soul. I can confirm that, but ask me the real question you're asking. What are you trying to do with it?
If I cast locate object, can I find one?
No, it has specific to what they are. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think we should definitely push on since they're down here moving forward.
An object implies it's somehow destructible, and those things are not of that class, of things.
I imagine it was a long shot. Like, it's a soul, not a... But hey, there's no problem asking.
It'd be kind of cool if this dungeon had like an item that helps you seek them out, but at the same time, it just boils down to keep exploring. You as adventurers just passively map out this place, right? You know how it's laid out. Just go to the places you haven't gone to yet. Right?
Before, they used to show to us, but this place does the same than the other area.
What other area?
The sad election. He opened the secret doors. This one are blocked.
I see what you're saying, yes. Mm-hmm.
In the calming area, they were just like out in the open. This one was hidden behind a wall. It's kind of worrying, yeah.
I hope the other area didn't have one. The one before. Because getting in there is iffy.
Making back yet?
I'm back.
Okay, so we're all back then, I think. Right? Mark?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. So everybody got a snack, everybody ready to go. Where would you like to head from here? Lead on.
Let's go to the right.
Where we have not gone before.
Onwards!
Follow me. I need a number for this area. What is this area?
Oh, damn it. I hate this.
Oh, look, it looks like an abyss.
Oh, am I going first? Is that what's happening here?
Riot
Yes,
will
you
go
are.
first.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
marching over, guys. Establish it.
Oh,
Riot's gonna go first for everybody, because he can see.
Cool.
You do that right.
This
Little rogue who's sneaky should be first.
This narrow passage opens up to an immense cavern. Contains a fathomless abyss, both up and down. Around this abyss, like a roundabout, is a narrow path. And from where you stand, right, with your vision, you see jack shit.
I see up to here.
I know.
wow, that build-up.
I can see what you see. Yeah, you see darkness before you. This chamber is humongous. Julian, perhaps with your devil's sight, you'd be able to see a little bit. Wow, even your devil's sight, Julian, does not spot the other end of this chamber. What is the scale of this place? Jesus.
I'm behind the wall.
What's the reach of your devil's sight?
It's 120 feet, but there's
Yeah.
a wall that's blocking my vision right here.
It's not the wall that's blocking your vision. You're just looking into
165 feet
into
room.
You're looking into dark nothingness, like in all directions, above, below, and to either side of you.
I'm gonna go south. There it looks like there's a passageway to the left here, but I'm gonna go down a little bit, see if we can see a little more into this area. I don't suggest people swimming out into the middle, because even I would be terrified. It's just black.
Oh wait, this is an open like cavern?
It's
Yes.
like a. Do you know what a blue hole is?
Nope. But I can Google it real quick.
Do you hear?
Oh,
Do you
Oh my
hear
god!
anything?
Just look down the middle of the darkness and send a shiver down my spine.
Yeah, it's
Ooh, I see.
it's just a sudden plummet into like darkness.
Does anybody have a Delver's coin?
I don't know what is that.
Oh, I'm gonna go this way. Just peer a little bit.
So awesome. I love dark vision on these maps. It's so fucking creepy.
I'll grab one rock Tom.
Sure.
Cast light on it and throw it to the abyss.
Are you sure?
Oh, freaking! I hate you.
A
Oh,
small
man,
part
when
of
he
you,
asked-
like
when he asked
you've
that-
cast light on this thing, and now you see how much of a beacon it is, just shining in this darkness. If something is peering at you at this light in your hand, you don't see it. You want to toss it into like the abyss?
Oh, I close my fist and
Okay.
suffocate it.
And we want to cast daylight in the middle of the room.
You can do whatever you want, Ivan. I'm just giving you the. Are you sure?
The drift globe out into the middle of the abyss and cast daylight. Go for it.
No, Ryan's not doing it. He's just saying it jokingly.
I just realized what this was. Holy balls. Okay.
Yeah, Riot and Julian are kind of moving slowly down this way. Are we seeing anything like among the rocks as we move? Riot's just passively looking
I don't know.
around.
I don't
as
know
he
how more
moves.
to explain this to you. What your character sees on the map is what you see. It's just a dark abyss and the path ahead of you.
Okay.
So we're playing Ring Around the Rosie and going around the edge.
Riot
let's-
is.
Might as well.
Let's try to be
Is-
quiet.
Yeah.
Is the Maroon 6 still...
Alright, stealth rolls.
Are the Maroon 6 still southwest? Southeast?
Oh, you're
sorry?
concentrating on it. You are getting closer to
Yeah.
them. You can tell that they're still in that direction. And you're getting closer to them.
Okay.
Man,
Yeah, it's 10
that's a
minutes.
bad roll.
Yeah.
Right, just dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Sure. Keep going. I mean, again, this is a enormous cavern that you're in.
I know. Ryan just moving 10 feet at a time in case he sees a creature and then he's going to stop.
All right, cool.
Is that a
So,
passageway?
are you guys rolling stealth checks, by the way? In the background, without
I
me
did,
making a
right,
call
did.
for it? That's kind of cool. I guess I'll take that. So we have 15 plus 28 plus 4 plus 18 plus 8 divided by 5.
Ooh.
You guys can keep going if you want, but I can narrate
Guys,
while I'm doing
To the
math.
south here,
Okay.
there's ruidium arms.
Just bunch them.
Yeah, there's a little passage here.
All right, where you guys find yourself? This narrow
Those are
cavern
arms.
is 50 feet long with
Yep.
a 10-foot-high ceiling. With an exit at the far end, the floor and walls are covered in 5-foot-thick, rippling carpet of thin, pale arms, ending in hands that have long, delicate fingers. At first glance, these limbs might be taken for seaweed, but whispering voices begin to echo in your mind, saying things like, "Join us. Be with us. Never be long again."
Hey, Alexandria,
Seems-
what weighs your ping?
This direction. And I pointed.
This area seems inviting.
1 second, I'm gonna go check to see if there's any like other way around this area, this side here, just in case there's any other
Okay.
route.
Splitting a party.
There's Riot's just gonna be very quiet and come back.
I'm scared.
This looks like there's an area here that's been destroyed, but I can't see through it. But it looks like a break in the rock.
It's a wall you're staring at.
Oh, it just doesn't seem
It's a
like it.
wall you're staring at.
So there's no other area. I think we might have to go through here.
Well, you didn't say there was a passage on the north side when we come out of the room?
There was one,
No.
yes. Yes, there was. Right,
Have
saw
those
one.
two options.
I think it's just a loop. I think it just circles around to here.
Do we want to keep going to confirm that, or do we want to just go down this very handsy
You know what?
path?
The more options we have, the better. Let's.
I think we just go down here for now. First path we found. Why not?
Come to us. Never be alone again.
They seem kind of desperate.
Embrace us.
Ryan's just gonna hide behind Siegfried right now. Be like,
Mm,
I'm
mm.
scared.
We'll stay close by, Julian.
Maybe
Yeah, swim
stay
together.
10 feet within at least everybody.
Let's swim together.
Who's going in first?
penguin formation.
Julian gets to go first because he's the one who seems adamant.
Riot,
They seem friendly.
Julian,
will
you
gladly be
feel
in the middle of Siegfried.
Julian
There's
feels
no
a hand
danger.
touch his shoulder. It's a cold caress, but it's not aggressive. It's not like a grasp. It's actually quite eerily gentle, and it's just like a caress across the shoulder. And you look, and there's a pale hand there, just stroking your shoulder, down your arm, trying to comfort you in its chilling way. It's just chillingly gentle as it tries to like hold your hand, caress your arm, cradle your head.
Is it just like a spectral hand, or
No, it's physical, cold, and like
what's it
rudium red.
attached to?
The wall.
Oh,
Oh,
It's you are tracing like from the hand. Now it's just sort of moving through your hair, trying to just caress you, comfort you. You trace the hand, the arm, and you see there's like one elbow, then there's another elbow, just too many elbows to this thing, and eventually it makes its way up toward like a crevice in the wall. Other arms begin to reach forth.
well, they don't seem violent.
They're just getting touchy-feely first.
Yep. Let's go.
When
all right.
do they
I guess
try
we can
to
go. I guess we can go one by one, so Tom can tell us what's going on. I'm over. Next, second, sorry.
Cool, Julian. As you make through this chamber and take a point, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Golly, man, this is what the hell is this?
Rolled with disadvantage. No, you have Devil's Sight. Never mind. 15. Peering into the dim darkness, you spot several of the hands are holding items: a box, a key, a flask of red liquid, and a rolled up scroll.
Huh. They seem to be talking to us, so I'm gonna ask the hand if I can have the flask of red liquid.
The hand does not respond. They just keep on caressing you, but it does mutely offer it forth to you.
Oh,
Reaching
take
out.
it.
As you do so, it tries for one last chance to touch your arm, caress your fingers before retreating back. Don't leave us.
I'm gonna.
We have more things. Please, stay.
I'm gonna, like, tightly hold on to my backpack, just in case.
Okay.
As
You,
I keep
you
making my way
recognize the flask you just grabbed to be a superior healing potion.
Nice.
So what's in this room right now? You said there's a box, there's a key, and a scroll that's left?
Yeah, a box, a key, rolled up scroll, maybe other things, but that's what Julian spots off the bat. Yeah.
You guys wanna take those other things?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a look too when I get in there. Right, I'll move in. I'll take a look around too.
Okay, as you move in, many of the arms very gently, not forcing you, not like clinging onto you and like desperately pulling you in, but very gentle and caressing, just embrace you, trying to touch you. You feel this is like a sense of longing or like a yearning to not be left alone that is channeled through the Apotheans.
And I'll use guidance on this. 14. Did I add my other one? 14 plus 4 plus 14. Fuck, that's a really bad roll for me.
You're too distracted by the Apothean's reach as he begs you to remain here. It has been so long since I've touched another living creature. Please, a moment longer. And more of these voices, multiple of them from every angle. You're too distracted by this and the hands to spot anything else besides the items I've listed there.
Riot will use the wake up the little mage hand, be like, could you grab those items for us, please?
As the
So
ghost
one by one.
untethers up from the lad and manifests forth glowing. The hands reach for it but pass through the manifestation. No, tricks. Illusions. Desperately trying to grab at it. It then moves toward what item do you want to grab?
get the box first, and then we'll get the scroll, then key.
Sure. It retrieves the box and hands it into your grasp before sighing and retreating back into the lantern. The box in your hands seems to be locked and is decorated with wedding bells and inscriptions. The words read, "For those whose love never wavered."
Billion, there's a box for you to open here, but we should
You
probably
have
get
the key.
No.
I see it says that. I see the key. And I try to talk to the hand that's holding it and say, "Can I borrow this key?"
If I can borrow your presence. And it offers the key forth.
Slowly take it. With two
I
hands.
wanna...
One to hold the
Sorry.
key, one to kind of put on top of the other hand. And I just slowly go away. Slowly go away.
Pressing.
Oh, you
were
can tell
gonna
it to go away,
caress
or
it.
you slowly go away.
Yeah, I'm like caressing it
Right
kind of
in
there
it?
while taking the key. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
enough of that. Okay, alright. You push gently back the hand and then just back into its massive hands. The key is made of tarnished silver and seems to be fitting the box in Riot's hands.
Show him the key.
Right, we'll hold open the box for him to unlock it.
I stick it in.
Are you sure?
Giggity.
Oh, man, I hate when DMs ask that.
I will ignore Will being
Yeah.
horny and I'll ask you, are you
Just
sure?
do it.
Yeah, we're gonna Nike it. Just do it. Pop,
Alright,
stick it
cool.
in.
You stick it in, and as you do so, the key turns, the lock clicks open, and the box is for you to open. As you open the lid, you see the box contains a beautiful black pearl, a violet garnet, and a pair of these, like, delicate platinum rings. It's almost
Alright.
like you didn't have to go shopping for those. Anyways.
Was Alexian engaged?
These are really pretty. Naya's gonna look around some more as those in front of her are bewildered by all the items already in front of them, and she'll use guidance on herself.
The gods have abandoned me too. And my prayers too land on deaf ears. But we have you here. Please, priest, stay a while. Do not leave like the others. With a 25, with 25 you spot a
20.
hidden door. 26, yeah. You should spot a hidden door over yonder. Made from a similar, like, differing material than the obsidian-like glass. It's made from that ruidium-laced rock over yonder.
Ladies first.
Naya would catch up with them and point out the door and kind of look around to the hands outstretched, and she would kind of like put out her arms and kind of like do a full circle and try to touch as many of the hands as she could, and she says, "I'm sorry that we can't stay, but I wish you all whatever peace you seem to be searching for."
As you
We're
make your rounds and you trace your hands across theirs, you looked upon the door, the rest of you. It was hard to spot because of the spindly arms and grasping hands that grow on and around it. But as Nia does what she does, those hands let go of the door's edges and reveal it fully. It is unlocked.
I'll also ask the hands for the scroll.
More gifts. For only if you would stay longer. We have so much more to offer, and the thing stands out, this scroll. It's rolled up, And should you unroll it, it's runes that you would have to make like an arcana check to translate. I don't think the spell is in your repertoire as a warlock. You were not taught this gift.
I'll try to figure out what scroll it is.
Sure thing. It's gonna be an arcana check.
Yes, please help me, Nia.
Okay. My arcana bonus is +10, by the way.
Go ahead and roll it.
I do not have guidance. Whatever that plus is, ignore that. 23. I don't have guidance on that as well.
Is either of the paladins of the Oath of Redemption?
Yes, Alexandria is.
Okay. So 25. Nia.
Just 23. That's true, that does not count.
23. 23, you can tell that this is some sort of an evocation spell of the fourth circle, a very powerful magic. But the language, I don't think you read Celestial, do you?
No.
This is the language of the gods. You can recognize runes like I can recognize Chinese, but you can't read it, can't translate it. And you can tell it's a very, very powerful spell. But at that moment, Alexandria, you recognize this as a spell that your order teaches to those of your oath, those of your order, higher knights. This is a resilient sphere spell. It is used to create a sphere of shimmering force that encloses a creature or object, and an unwilling creature can also be enclosed, but it's a will battle. Nothing, not physical objects, energy, or other spell effects, can pass through this barrier you create, in or out. Though a creature in the sphere can breathe there. The sphere is immune to all damage, and a creature or object inside cannot be damaged by attacks or effects originating from outside this sphere. Nor can a creature inside the sphere damage anything outside of it. The sphere is like weightless and just large enough to contain the creature or object inside. An enclosed creature can use its actions to push against the sphere's walls and thus rule the sphere at up to half the creature's speed. Sort of like a hamster ball. Also, the globe can be picked up and moved by other creatures. The only thing that can destroy such magic is something like a disintegrate spell.
Literally, this is like the hand of orb, basically.
Julian's gonna, sort of look up to the cave walls and say, "We're coming, Elixian. Let's hang on."
It is at this moment that you realize, perhaps if you haven't already, that because of the change of temperament here, you have left the Vents of Fury, the furious part of affliction, and you're back at the section of loathing. I think Ivan sort of picked up on that.
Yeah. But I'll ask Nia for her to share the scroll if she cannot understand her.
Oh yeah. She would hand it over to Alex. And be like, this feels like a very powerful scroll, but I can't read it. Seems to have lost my touch at foreign languages. I used to be quite good at them. But this one escapes me.
In your defense, it has been written 800 years ago, perhaps in pre-calamity, a different dialect. Julian, what's your passive perception?
It is 15.
I would be behind him. And his is 24.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. It leads to a passage. I think this is the first hidden room we found that wasn't a room.
How tall's the ceiling?
10 feet. It's a very narrow passage. As you round a corner, Julian, you see a school of sorrowfish swimming in the center of this dimly illuminated chamber, dimly illuminated by vents of hot, bubbling water. This is the way back to the Vents of Fury.
as we're moving forward, I'll say like, do we want to meet the Maroon 6? If we keep going in this direction, I think we will encounter them soon.
You want to
We
run
have-
into them head on.
Do we have a strategy yet about what happens when we reach them? I know that some of you were keen on them as enemies, but I have to admit I'm still not convinced. I'd rather not fight them if we don't have to.
I'll
Don't
say
you remember what she said to us in the inn? In the tavern when we went to make peace with them? Do you remember what she said?
I was not there. Could you share?
She said if we're in her way, they'll remove us. They'll remove any obstacle in their path, even if it's us.
Not the first time she's told us that.
Yes, and then she ambushed us and had the wildlife attack and kill us and almost killed Julian. If you can consider them friends after them trying to kill us,
I
as
don't
soon as we entered here.
necessarily consider them friend, but call it the optimist in me that I still want to believe that there's still some good part left in them. Some part of them from all the way back in Jigao, from when we first met them.
Would you put your life on it, knowing that they have a high chance of attacking you to leave you to the fish down here?
I'm not saying I won't defend myself or abandon my party to avoid contact or avoid conflict with them, but I will not initiate it myself.
But if we fight, are you fighting a kill?
I guess I'll have to see when we get there.
We don't need to kill them. Even just knocking them out would render them unable to do anything for a couple of hours.
If we knock them all out down here and leave them down here, most likely the fish will kill them. Knocking them out is the same as what they were trying to do to us earlier. They'd be leaving us for the fish. It's a death sentence.
I
Regardless.
would say
I think
like
they'll be
that. We saw how Elixion acts in that area. He's aggressive. We will not be only fighting them. We will be fighting Elixion itself. So maybe we should continue on this direction. It feels more calm, less full of rage. Hopefully safer.
You want to go back to the left
Yes.
path? Up?
Yes, to the sad part of the hands.
Okay. We can come back here if we find a dead end or something.
You're back.
That's creepy.
Oh my gosh, there's more paths.
But you don't have to take them. It's safe here.
Let's go to this side. I roll a 1. I say 1 left.
The path ahead descends downwards. There is more to the path. Just let me see what your vision sees. Ivan, can you walk?
Nothing.
Can you walk forward a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
I need to see what your map is like. No, like more than 5 feet. I need you to walk forward.
Okay.
Be brave. I won't. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. You see like cross sections of the map. So let me fix that. As you're essentially walking like so. There we go. That's more like it.
Okay, no more hate.
And then let me open up this section. for
Yeah,
you.
there is a wall.
There we go. If you can practice immersive, you're within this tunnel, and you know it's just a tunnel ahead. If that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
I don't see the red
Yeah.
lines.
As you're mapping this out, you realize that this tunnel you're in either passes above or below the other tunnel. You're not sure the elevation wise, but that's how that works. With Julian at the Hmm.
I don't know if I like what I see in this room.
Where are you now? Jesus.
Right in
Eyes.
front of Alexandria.
Web-like strands of bright ruidium cling to the walls of this grotto ahead, spreading out from dozens of large, bloodshot eyes that follow your every move. These eyes are embedded in the walls, between 10 and 20 feet off the floor. 5 patches of seaweed sprout from the sandy floor. Each patch is an oval mirror 4 feet tall and 2 feet wide. The seaweed not only hold the mirrors in place, but also frame them. You see displayed in each mirror what appears to be an important moment in the life of the Apotheon.
What do you need, Alexandria?
No, I'm joking.
So do we go check out the mirrors, or do you want me to just dawn the room?
I'm gonna dawn the room.
Fucking Julian's
I don't
just already walking on the eyes.
All right, what happened to
swimming.
Julian?
Swimming
I'm
above.
swimming. Does the eyes have like an expression? Like, do they fright? They blink?
Some do. Some are frantic. Other ones just slowly swivel about. There's a variance here. Some of them look at you with malice. Others are almost lethargic in slumber. I'm gonna read ahead a little bit. I mean, you guys can move about the room if you want, but I need to read it a second to see what happens.
As Julian walks deeper in, Tom's gonna be like, "Oh right, roll this."
That's funny. The bloodshot eyes embedded in the walls track you as you move through the room. Their stony eyelids snap shut, if necessary, to protect the eyes against incoming attacks, or should you step upon them. Any blinding light, they too shut themselves. Each eye is about 1 foot in diameter and resembles a bloodshot human eyeball in appearance and texture. For now, they do nothing but watch, stare.
Well, I'll approach one of the mirrors. What moment do I see Alexion?
Which mirror are you facing?
This one.
Of course, I zoomed in on the map just as you pinged, didn't I? The one right in front of you. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Let me read.
There's 5 mirrors in here.
Yeah, one for each, guys. It's like, don't plan it.
I've labeled yours as the second mirror because it's the second one
Okay,
into the
I
room.
see. I need to open this then.
I guess Ryan will
You
take the
peer
third mirror.
into the repeating image within the mirror and you see, bleeding heavily, the warrior Alexion limps through a burning battlefield toward a wailing child. The child, she, screams when she sees him. Alexion flinches, but he picks her up and carries her toward the remnants of civilization in the distance.
Does the child looks like Alexion?
No.
Like
You're looking at Alexion
boys.
picking up a war-torn child. Piercing.
Okay, yeah. I was asking like if it was his kid or something. But okay.
It's not clear.
Lixian wasn't a daddy?
It's not clear.
Hmm.
Rye's looking at another mirror in the room, the third one.
Close to sleep, huddled beneath a tree, and cloaked in a ratty blanket, the warrior runs his fingers along the edges of the Jewel of Three Prayers, finding some comfort in its familiar shape. other visions in the mirrors as each of you takes a moment to look. Before you, Nia, you see, during a thunderstorm, the warrior bellows. Why? Avandra, this is not the change I seek. Tell me why I walk these steps. But the roar of the storm is all he hears in response. He rakes his hands through his hair. Tell me! Julian, you look onto another mirror memory. You see the warrior kneels in front of 2 moonlit graves, bearing the names of his parents. He places incense between them, resting it on a simple box decorated with wedding bells. The box bears the inscription, "For those whose love never wavered." Around his neck, he wears the jewel of 3 prayers, which carries the blessing of Avandra, the Changebringer, and Sehanine, the Moonweaver. Where's our paladin? Oh, yeah, you're looking to mirror as well.
Yep.
Sir Siegfried, your mirror bears another memory. Seems to be repeating on a loop. The warrior's sword cleaves a beast in 2. Its corpse falls onto the blood-soaked ground, joining many other victims. The warrior, wounded, stands above the carnage. 2 people lean out of a nearby houses, then 4, then 10, dozens. They run to him and cry out, some of them sobbing. The Apotheon! They said you were coming. We knew it. And the memory fades. Do you linger still?
Yes, do we see any other memories on it if we stay longer?
Yes, Alexandra, you linger still, looking at the memory. You gaze into the mirror, stand directly before it, and you see yourself instead of Alexian. And that mirror's image now depicts an important or defining moment in his life, but you are in his place. As you reflect upon the mirror's surface, the memory changes. I'm gonna whisper something to you, and you're gonna do something back.
Okay.
Ask the character to describe the scene that their character sees reflecting in the mirror. Oh! Sorry, I misread that. That's even cooler. Okay, so you do see yourself, and that mirror's image now depicts an important or defining moment in your life, in your past. You're looking into your past. Could you please describe to me a scene to which you see in the mirror reflection, please?
Okay. Similar to the image, Alexandria see a kid too. He's crying, and he wishes to be picked up. And that kid, she saw it a few days before. As they were asking with her family to gain entrance to the town, to the commerce, she denied them because that was her command. She was commanded to not let anyone come in without proper paperwork. And later on the road, that kid was found dead. That's her regret. She not letting him in.
Man, I love Blue Eye Samurai. That shit's dope.
Yes, I use it. Totally use it this time.
Cool. So as you reflect upon that sad memory, Nia as well, you see the mirror begin to shift as the eyes focus upon you. The image shifts into focus on you, your soul, your past. Megan, can you describe an event from your character's past that you are currently seeing in the mirror?
Reminded moments of not playing out the way that you want them to. Naya remembers to her. She sees she sees the beacon in front of her and remembers that it, though she has been given many lives, as she stares at it, she turns around and she leaves. And she walks away from the beacon, from everything that she was taught, and begins a new adventure. And wonders why and sorry. Thinking on the spot is hard.
You don't you don't have to speak before you think. You can think about it and then. The same thing goes to the rest of you guys, by the way.
These are supposed to be reminiscent of the visions that we saw. Yes, of Elixir.
This is your past.
My past.
Nothing but.
Nothing but my past. Yeah. So you remember walking away from the beacon and making one of the hardest and most important choices of her life to turn away from the Luxon and to begin a new adventure of away from everything that she's known.
What does Lux mean to you? Why is it important for you? Why was it hard?
It's she grew up in the Luxon, so she was told that was everything that was important. And so when she decided to go against everything that she was taught growing up, at being near the beacons, being consecrated, and she knew that by leaving the area around the beacon that she might lose that ability, and as well as just leaving the confines of those areas, as well as the Luxon faith itself.
As you concentrate upon that thought, that memory, the image within the mirror shifts, and for the briefest moments, maybe 3 or 4 seconds, you glimpse Galceriad. He is here. He is in the Netherdeep, swimming throughout this dark. He's now alone. His companions are with him. You're not sure what chamber he's in. This is unfamiliar. You're trying to peer around, but in the brief moments, you glimpse something shocking in his hand. A almost hexagonal shaped gemstone of grey marble with swirling energy within, braced in gold. He's holding a Luxon beacon. And then, like an eyelid, the memory shuts on itself. And you're looking back upon Elysian's memories.
Naya blinks a few times and is mostly just amazed that the beacon is so small.
Riot, as you stare into the mirror, what memory of the past do you focus upon?
For Riot, the memory would be after his little sister Silver and him returned back to his tribe with a company around him. Both of them covered in tears, muck, and grime. Him bringing his sister to the elder, giving her a kiss on the forehead, and then his hand slipping from hers, only to turn around to see 4 hands reaching towards him and offering him a new path, a new way of guidance. And Riot let go of what was the most important part of his life to try to find a new way after losing his parents. And then he realizes how much he actually lost his sister by the choice he made to join the Myriad.
As you focus upon that recollection, the memories in this mirror too shift. You glimpse 3, 4, 5 seconds, like a blink of a memory. Clandestine, your sister. Safe, within the confines of some smoked, hazy basement chamber, but it is nice. It is lush. There are red cushions everywhere, draperies with silken sort of multicolored drapes everywhere, candlelight. You even swear you hear for a brief moment the sound of giggling laughter, like a party's nearby or something along those lines. And she sits there lounging, smoking from her soot pipe, and she's currently talking to a tiger-streaked, yellow-eyed woman with dark skin and these white streaks across her skin to almost marble it in tiger-like pattern, with these long nails and a grin with a fang in it. You can't hear the words, but they're having this converse. She is safe, and in those eyes of hers, in Callista's eyes, as she peers at this woman, you can see that same love that she once had, that same happiness that she once held toward your now deceased parents. And then the memory shuts on itself. If you don't already have it, receive an inspiration point.
Oh, I did not.
Okay. Julian, what memory do you focus on within the mirror from your past?
Can it be more than one?
Sure.
I think as Julian looks into the mirror, the first thing he would see was back when he first moved into Urzen, and he was sort of getting accustomed to the culture of the Luxon. The way that he at first didn't really care that much about it. The way that he sort of kind of always just did his own thing, only depended on himself. He didn't really care about the gods or others. And then he sees the memory flash to during his travels, like the blessings that he's seen from the goddesses through the visions, and sort of see like memories flashing as over time, like he sees himself contemplating in Betrayer's Rise about like their role in all of this, and it leads up to the very recent past of when he was spending his free time in the Church of the Changebringer.
As you reflect upon that memory, this new calling that you found within the recent days, and all this recent development that has changed life as you knew it, you focus upon Bazzoxan. And as you do, you see it, the fort of Bazzoxan, the black marble towers, the gate. First flashes in the times of calamity, the battle that you've only just witnessed maybe a few hours ago, and then as time moves on, the state it is currently in the wastelands of Drohas, under the watch of the Aurora Watch of the Kryn dynasty, there it stands, a bastion, a front line from the chaotic energies that lie just at its heart. And as you focus upon that thought, that memory, and that vision within the mirror, it shows you something. It shows you Elixion, the warrior, kneels before an elf monarch of your people, the Kryn. This monarch speaks. This woman of regal standing with her bright, brilliant dress and crown, as if she's encrusted in diamonds. This beacon of light, she speaks. I've heard the most curious thing about you, Elixion. You keep refusing the titles I offer you, the land, the riches, the servants. And Elixion whispers in reply, the power to change fate. That's all I have ever asked for. And with those words, the power to change fate lingering, you glimpse a 3 or 4 second blink into a different reality, perhaps a future that has not come to fruition yet. Your homeland. The swamps near Urzen, a flame, demonkind blazing through. The abyss itself unleashed, chaos and ichor consuming all. As Bazzoxan falls. And you get the sense that only you can stop this. Or at least that's what the mirror is trying to show you. If you don't already have it, go ahead and receive inspiration, as well as Megan, your character also receives inspiration as we move on, finally, to the Paladin, as you stare into the mirror and the memories within, and they shift to reflect upon your past, peering into you, and all the oculi and eyes focus upon you. What does our Paladin see within the mirror?
So the memory brings me back to the temple halls, back into the capital of Rigzentrum. What I see is the temple halls, and I am on one knee. Behind me are my fellow paladins standing behind me in rank, and the Grand Prior standing before me. His thundering voice echoes throughout the halls. Sir Siegfried, you have disobeyed a direct order from your superior. Such actions deserve death. And the two paladins standing beside me draw their swords and create a cross right below my neck. But for your many years of service, exile. Leave Rigzentrum and never return. Paladins sheathe both their swords. And I stand up, I do one final bow, and I turn and I walk down the aisle, and I make eye contact with my squire, Alexandria. We both exchange looks, and my memory fades.
Dope. Receive an inspiration point, and I freaking love Lion King. Leave and never return. Alright, I love that shit. That's dope. So with that inspiration filling you, as you've taken a moment to reflect upon your memories, they fade, and return to focus back upon Elysian's woes. What do you guys do from here?
Naya would go up to the group and just be like, did you guys see anything after? Like, I saw a vision of myself, but then I saw Galceria. Did you guys see them? What did you guys see after? Did you guys also have memories of yourselves?
Yes, but I didn't see the Maroon 6. The mirror showed me my home village in ruins afterwards. The image seemed to be something that might happen in the future.
Anybody else? Did anybody else see the Maroon 6, or was that unique to me?
I didn't see the Maroon 6.
I just shake my head. No.
I just saw my sister with her new family.
That's a happy one.
She's found replacements for our parents. One that I wish to meet myself.
I wouldn't phrase it that way.
I think I now know who leads, or at least know the look of the one who leads the Veil.
Yeah, I think I have her portrait somewhere. I'll show you.
God, I don't even remember her name anymore. It's been so long.
You don't know her name?
Yeah, we
I
were
was
never
told to look for somebody, Madame Eve.
The madam, yeah. We'll carry on.
Naya would describe what she saw, and she'll be like, Galsara, he had it. He had a beacon. I don't know how he came across one, but he has one. It's here.
I did tell you that there was one around here, or at least in Ank'Harel area or in Marquette.
Really?
Yes, back when I purified the double blade scimitar.
Yes, but I never thought that Gosari, out of all people, would find it and be holding it.
Of all people.
Come on, man.
Well, if you're within close enough proximity to it, you know you won't die.
That doesn't necessarily give me the best of confidence. It's not a guarantee. And additionally, there's no telling what you'll be consecrated into, what body.
There's no way.
And even then, it takes a lifetime of practice every time to even get pieces of it. And training. It's not necessarily knowledge you'll come by on your own.
There's no way a Luxon beacon would just be like lying on the ground somewhere, just like in a box in a cellar, right? Like if it's here, it'd probably be in the Dragon's Hoard. Oh, for Alexandria and Siegfried, we have strong suspicion that that the ruler of that the king of Ankarel is actually a dragon, taking a humanoid shape.
Okay.
Interesting.
I had a scarab that you would only find in a dragon's hoard, and it seems that when we were in front of his presence, he couldn't take his eyes off of this creature.
I'd also explain why he might have lived quite so long.
Also, he had that mirror, which supposedly was a one-way teleportation to another dragon horde.
Yes, Jamon is a very strange fellow.
Come on, so
Many questions.
But keep that to yourself. We don't really want to be responsible for rumors spreading in the city and then they come after us or something.
We have a decent relationship at this point. We'd like to keep it that way.
As far as I can say, he likes us.
Well,
He didn't immediately throw us in jail when we randomly showed up in his room.
yeah. Well,
Does he explain why he didn't?
He needed us to go back and defeat the blue dragon that
well,
threatened
he
his
wanted
reign.
us to. Who knows?
You
If he
also
wanted
gave
us
him
to.
your scarab, so that seemed to satiate him as well.
Well, there's nothing to do now but keep moving forward.
I suppose so.
Keep swimming, just keep swimming.
There's a path ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And I like making sure not to step on any of the eyes.
Usually,
As soon as you
Is
step
that-
close with your light, they close. These are bloodshot eyes that have seen darkness for eons. So. As you leave the chamber, the last you hear is, "Thank you." That's it.
Did it show any
You're welcome.
future to me or to my paladin friend or master? If not, it's okay.
No,
Or-
no,
Okay.
no. It's that part is an enigma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
It's you also have to understand that who are you to Elixian, right?
mhm.
You're here, and that's all he knows about you. That you're here in Netherdeep. Other things were sort of reflecting on interactions with Elixians like before. It's kind of hard for me to grasp at such things. But that's not to say that you cannot shape your own future, cannot drive yourself to your own goal, right?
Mhm.
Just remember why you're here. Right, the chamber, the narrow passage ahead is an ascent. Steps upon steps upon steps. You have quite a way to go, so you keep moving forward. As you ascend, and the water cools, you come upon a sight ahead of you. Those of you with the devil's sight can see the silhouette of another one of those death embraces floating in what appears to be a manifestation of a village. What is
There's
this?
a death embrace right in front. I wouldn't go too close.
What is this place? This is... I see. The walls of this grotto have been meticulously carved with images of shops and town houses. The features of the buildings change from time to time, as though an invisible force were swapping out one facade for another, or replacing one architectural flourish with another. The one feature that seems to never change is a wooden door set into the far wall at the first floor. In the middle of the grotto floats a giant jellyfish-like creature with 60-foot long tentacles. Swarms of tiny, ugly fish flit between its translucent tentacles.
We can ambush it before it notices us.
Is there another one, or is it the only one?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's the only one.
You gonna suffocate it, man?
Has
fish.
it seen us, Tom?
Well, that depends. Are you guys stealthing?
Yes.
Make me that roll. Otherwise, I'll be using the 14 you had before, but we had a rest between then, so it's only fair if we use a new roll.
Natural 20.
No worries, I'll give you a 1. Oh,
Oh,
19.
I don't know why I'm.
Well,
Oh, that's great.
Yo.
Shouldn't be that rolling with advantage, but it didn't matter. Not stealthy this time. It's okay. Riot and Julian made up for my not stealth. And Siegfried's not stealth.
Look.
Okay, so you were pretty confident, despite a few bad rolls in there, you're pretty confident that your group as a whole remains in the shadows. And whether this creature did not spot you, is otherwise apathetic to your presence, or is already dead, you're not sure. But there it floats, motionless, and doesn't seem to react to your movements.
Did I do a nature check from a distance if I get closer to see if it's alive or dead, given the fact that we've seen a few dead ones?
No, because this will be impossible for you to tell.
Okay.
It is motionless. It seems like it's jellyfish floating mid water level, you know?
How high is the water level? Like, how high is the roof?
Oh man, dude. I don't know. It's 30 feet.
Okay, man.
It's 30 feet. I don't see how this matters.
Oh, just how high the
It's in the
buildings
middle. It's in the middle of the grotto. The buildings are like multi-storied.
Let's all sneak up to it and attack it.
I
What?
can
What's the point of
suffocate it.
stealthing?
To get an ambush.
Ugh.
Is this everybody agreeing to this, or is this just an idea that Julian has?
I think he's just actioning. I think he's just aggroing.
This creature has no eyes, and you don't need a nature check to know that this thing has no eyes. If it was aggressive, even if Julian was stealthing, he is not hidden at this point, so this creature will be able to sense him, and yet it does not move toward him.
It's dead.
I think they behave similar
So
to the room.
Swordfish are eating it looks like.
They're just
You
sheltering
want
within
to
its
swim around
tentacles. Don't seem to be feasting on it.
I'll go first if you feel safer that way.
It looks like there's a door on the other side.
And there is a hallway here. Or it's the same. Nope, it's not the same.
The door to the east, on the far end of this chamber, resembles a sturdy cellar door with like a built-in lock.
Let's check out this room real quick.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we know it's not aggressive, or at the moment it's not.
Right
Judging-
now it's not.
Jutting out of the sandy floor of this grotto are a dozen seaweed-choked gravestones. Most of the stones are engraved with the names of people you know or knew, but one of them has your name on it. Below your name, on the stone, is a shallow indentation with an unusual yet familiar shape.
That's not creepy at all. Oh. There's another path in here.
Alright, let's go down.
Your name on the stone is
Hang
What
on.
do you want?
What familiar shape is that, Anton?
The gravestone bears your name and the name of each of your party members. Make me an ability check to identify the indentation. This will be like
Sure.
intelligence, I guess?
Intelligence? Sure. With disadvantage, 15.
15. Even with in your exhausted state, you can see that the delicate indentation door, it's a little bit worn, perfectly fits the Jewel of Three Prayers. In its now sort of exalted, though corrupted state.
I'll grab it and push it
Into the indentation,
Yes.
a door behind you opens.
I'll swim into it.
Floating about this grotto are deteriorated bedroom furnishings. A bed frame with no mattress, a chair, a table, a dresser missing its drawers, and a wooden chest. All within easy reach. The chest's lid is emblazoned with a symbol of Corlon, the Arc Heart, a four-pointed star flanked by a pair of crescent moons. A soft, white glow emanates throughout the chamber, and seems to spill out of the chest's many cracks.
I'll approach the chest. The chest is like all broken.
It's cracked. It's closed,
Okay.
but from between the cracks you can see a glow emanating forth.
I'll lift the lid off.
You spot a piece of stone that has been touched with a light spell, where you would have perhaps expected a mote of suffering. Somebody has inked a message upon the rock.
What does it say when I grab the rock?
If you're reading this, the fragment of intra-signets was claimed by us. Maggie.
Oh boy.
It doesn't seem to be taunting or apologetic. More matter of fact.
announcing.
That's Maggie.
I'll share the rock with the rest of the group. They are ahead.
It doesn't surprise me.
Of the group, Maggie always was the most intellectual and straightforward. She didn't
Shall
play
we-
mind games, though she did like to play games.
You flip the rock over and says C4.
Fireball. Shall we continue to see what was behind the gate?
Honestly, yeah, I kind of want to check the door before we go through here.
Let's go back to the other room.
Yeah, like they passed through this part of. I'll pray my luck and swing next to it. Let me know if it does something.
If all you're doing is swimming past it without disturbing it, it pays you no mind.
Alright, we'll do the same on this side.
It seems to it and the swarm sort of swirling in its embrace seem to be docile as you swim on past. As I described before, the door in the east wall resembles a sturdy cellar door with a built-in lock.
Now I cast guidance on Julian. Do your stuff, my man.
Okay, I'll try to open the door. I'll use my thieves' tools.
Use your thieves' tools. Go ahead and make me a thieves' tool check. Have you guys been here yet? No. Nice. Easy. Like butter. Like a knife tossing through butter, you feel the pins. And as you're focusing on the lock, the rest of you guys, you see a subtle glow emanate from the door as the trap is triggered. And as you open the door, it swings open. And as it does so, it blasts forth. Can get, well, everybody, but Riot. Actually, yeah, everybody but Riot. That's kind of funny. Make me a DC 18 strength saving throw, please.
Oh my god. Are you sure
You know
it's not
what?
a charisma one? Oh yeah.
DC
Riot's
18.
done enough break-ins to learn to look for traps first. He's smart enough to stay far enough away.
Okay, we're all strong people.
You're all good?
We're together.
I'm not strong.
Never mind.
So, Julian being at the epicenter of this explosion of force, you get blasted back like 30 feet, back past your party. Whoa! Straight into the tentacles of the creature here.
Oh my god.
And as you disturb it emits a growling, deep, resonating voice.
Oh,
For your roll initiative.
no!
Damn it.
Hey,
Julian with a
you
6.
have greater restoration?
No, won't be need of it. I'll save him. I don't want more
It's the start
exhaustion,
of-
guys.
It's the start of his turn. He has to roll the con
Riot,
save.
can you roll me a strength saving throw? I just want to see if you would have succeeded because it's funny.
Strength save? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not the greatest at strength saves. That's 20.
Okay, cool. So it would have not been a defense if you were any closer. Okay. The door is opened.
Julian's in trouble.
Okay.
No,
From another sea creature.
So, point of order, just so you guys know. While Julian is in immense peril, as the door blasts open, you can see beyond it, no water. It's a wall of like air that separates this chamber and the chamber beyond.
Oh.
But with that unfortunate note out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and roll initiative on my end. Put on some battle music.
Thank you for the music. Julian will be swimming.
Oh, all right. Siegfried, what is your dexterity big number? Like score?
Oh.
Is it higher than 15?
13.
13? Death Embrace will go above you. Initiative.
What?
Yep. Alrighty then. It's not wearing any armor to slow it down. Nice. Despite the surprising blast and you starting your turn within this creature, we have Julian at the top of the round. Indeed, Julian, as you start within the creature, you're within its petrifying tendrils. You've seen this before. Any creature that starts its turn within the Death Embrace space must make a Constitution saving throw, DC 16.
You know the greatest
Okay.
save. Hold your. Oh.
I hope you have that greater restoration on you.
I do.
Perfect.
I have a residuum for you.
Alrighty, so Julian, you are therefore restrained within its tentacles. A creature restrained in this way must repeat a saving throw at the end of its next turn, becoming petrified on a failed saving throw.
Tom, can I see Julian?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Like barely.
Nothing says that you're within total cover, so yes. Actually, let me check that.
Okay. It's important, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, you can see him.
Okay,
Ironically
I
enough,
can't see
Julian, you have three quarters cover from attacks outside of this safe embrace of this gentle creature. Nonetheless, restraint condition is upon you. It is nonetheless the beginning of your turn.
Let's scream at Julian. Julian, save your energy. I'll get you out of there. As I say, if you can save your action, I'll take you out of it.
I don't think I have an action. I am restrained.
You don't have an action? You missed your turn.
He can't take any actions and his movement is 0.
No, he can take actions. He's...
I don't know where you
Yes,
guys are getting your information from. I'm pasting everything in chat so you guys can see what's what.
You can make an attack if you want.
No. Save your action. Don't do anything, Julian. Save it for dash.
You little what?
Just
Finish
dash.
that sentence.
Okay, I'm gonna take that exhaustion. I'll save you, man. I'll save you. Trust me. Believe in you.
All right, guys. There's a lot of crosstalk here. Julian, what are you doing?
I can't get out. I'm gonna conjure a psychic dagger and throw it
At what?
towards you guys. It looks like it's gonna hit you, but then I just teleport right here.
And I'm just curious, how many of those do you have left?
I just used 1. 4.
Nice. Still your turn. What do you want to do?
I'll take the dodge action.
Classic. Isn't it an action to throw the dagger?
That's a bonus action.
That's balanced. Alright. Hey man, I'm not here to kill you. I'm just learning about your subclass. Cool. Anything else in your turn?
Uh-huh. That's my turn.
Alexandru.
Can't move.
You cannot move. I'll grapple Julian and drag him into this room.
Why can he not move?
My speed's still 0. It's the strain isn't like him holding me by the tentacles, right? It's like I'm guessing it's from like the residue on him.
Extra
says it's turn.
Oh yeah, it's a touch effect. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, it's like a poison.
I kind of.
It's like a
I figured
delayed
it was
effect.
like that. So I'm still restrained even after I teleport.
Yeah, you're like actively petrifying. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't get that part, but
Yeah.
His leg off.
He has to succeed at the end of his next turn, or else he petrifies on the spot. It's giving you like a turn to cure him, essentially.
I have the aura now.
You're
Yeah,
right. Give me some of that dust.
yeah, that's
Actually, no, I
helpful
have
me.
some on me. Never mind. I have some on me.
Yep. And
My
I mean,
bad.
Tom even said that we just harvested a bunch of dust pretty much for any spell we need.
Strain condition, and if you leave reach. So Alexandra, what are you doing on your turn? Other than that,
Yeah, I grapple Julian and I'm taking out of that room.
that's it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
my action. I cannot do anything.
The swarm starfish swim through the water at their swim speed. Like so. Toward Nia, they're gonna go ahead and take their swarm of bites attack against Nia.
Miss.
Missed. Okay. As they then swarm, as you've seen this before, they swarm around Nia like so, taking her space. Julian and Nia, make me DC 13 Wisdom saving throw as these dissonant, desolate whispers begin to surround you guys.
Am I still within 10? Am I still within 10
Oh,
feet
no.
of Alexandria?
I
Technically,
think
yes.
so.
I wasted that nat 20. I needed that for my con save.
So that's 2 successes, I believe, yeah? Even with the natural 1. Because Nia has insane Wisdom save as a cleric. No stun, no damage. Is it just a save or suck effect? Takes half damage. And suffers no odd effects. So half of 27 will be 26, 13. This is going to be psychic damage. That's that. Each time source takes damage and that's one kind of bad creature space. That's it for them. The Death Embrace will swing forth at its speed.
Oh god.
Yeah. Do
It's,
what Julian caused.
at its lumbering speed. Ooh. Okay.
Oh, I'm inside its square.
That was weird. I just did a riot there. Hold on. There we go. That's 20.
Fuck! Even worse, Siegfried.
I moved like this and then up, and I was like, that's a diagonal. That's just 5 feet.
my
now.
hand.
If you
yeah,
want to
thank
swim
you.
that way, you should let it, Tom, okay?
Alrighty then. I was just trying for every swim like a jellyfish zigzag.
Please help
Death-
me out.
Death
Pretty
Embrace
please.
will go ahead and swim, occupying your space. And wrapping tentacles up against both of you. Against Riot, it's going to be a disadvantageous attack because you have the cloak.
Yep.
And then against Siegfried, it's going to be a normal attack. Just rolling it. 28. I think that hits. Good thing is part of his psychic damage, so it's just 14 against Sir Siegfried. And you are grappled. Yeah. You're grappled. That's the end of that sentence. Your turn to follow up.
Holy.
You start your turn within its area. Siegfried, it is a DC 16 Constitution saving throw from the petrifying tendrils.
Here we go.
15. Oh no, it's 16. Oh shit.
I can't help you.
You can or you cannot help
I
him.
can't. I'm whoa. I'm not wheel.
Ah, okay.
I can remove from his saving throw. I can't add it.
You know, it's a trick. I'm gonna do it, guys. I hate this. I hate this game. Reaction. Siegfried, reroll that, please.
What are you using? The jewel repairs?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm using the jewel.
You have such a high charisma save, though. You're fine.
Oh, please, let's see. With advantage.
DC 20 is high.
Constitution, not charisma.
Oh, I made it. Okay, I'm good.
Here we go.
Oh,
Nice.
Ooh.
Alright, so that
Release
saves, and you get to take a turn.
You're still restrained.
He's just grappled.
Oh, grapple.
Just
I
grab.
believe the tentacle just grapples.
So I can't make an attack. Can I try and break free out of this?
The DC to break away is 16. Mind you, it is an action. Okay. You are still grappled.
Yeah, I can't do much. Alright. Well. That's it.
Yeah.
Back. Back. Okie dokie. So Nia is going to make a break to where she saw Julian last. And cast Greater Restoration.
Then you have to do a charisma save.
Yep. Greater Restoration for our soon-to-be stoned stone thief.
Thank you.
And we make a charisma save. Our favorite.
Well, he could still had a con save before you kind of do that, but
Wait, which one do I have to do first?
you have to do a charisma save now because you used the ruidium. 15.
And I will use. I don't want it. I will use my inspiration to roll it again.
You're already corrupted.
Or-
You take 8 psychic damage, and you gain yet another level of exhaustion as the rudium spreads throughout your body. But Julian is no longer petrifying, safe as you are on dry land.
Alrighty. It eats stone.
It eats stone.
Yes.
Right. I'm guessing that was the end of Nia's turn.
Pretty, please, Melora. Can't you see? I'm really trying here.
I thought you were gonna break into song.
21!
Nice. For what? What's the Constitution saving throw?
Just so I don't turn to stone.
Okay.
I'm in his
Yep.
vicinity. Okay. Sorry, I thought I was gonna fail that for a second. If I remember correctly, you tell me the tentacles have its own HP on this thing? Is that what... I'm just trying to remind myself. Did you say that or no?
You can attempt a athletics check to get your companion out with a DC 16 like escape check, essentially. Right?
Okay. I'm going to, as an action, try to assist him with leaving. So I'm going to use athletics.
I'll answer your question. The stat pack does not have HP for tentacles, but I can easily look up a roper.
Okay, because I was thinking of like cutting it with acid damage.
Sure. I'll look up a roper and see how much tentacle HP is, because they're pretty much equivalent. Go for it if you want to attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. My ability checks are at disadvantage. It would have been 30 to hit and 11 acid damage.
30 to hit, misses. Just kidding. And 11 acid damage does free Sir Siegfried as you deal that damage to the tentacle.
And then I am
We at last.
getting the fuck out of there and swimming 30 feet and taking an attack of opportunity.
You betcha.
I think that was 30. I just gotta double check.
Ignore the effect, but if that, I have to roll twice.
Yes, you do.
Cool. 25.
That hits.
That hits for. I'm gonna take the first damage roll, but you don't take the effect. Are you at all resistant to psychic damage? Otherwise, it's 26.
No, I take 26 damage.
As it
That hurts.
lashes and pierces with its stinger, you take that damage. But you swim back, and as you burst through the air barrier, you land on dry land.
What the hell do I see over there?
I'm not gonna describe it till the end of combat.
All you're gonna hear from Riot, Alexander, is, "Oh no, what did we find?"
You guys are doing it again. You're out of a pan into another frying pan.
Oh god.
You said you're low in resources? Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I have nothing else to assist.
Okay, Julian.
Keep in mind, guys, that I only have one more greater restoration in me. So,
We're top of the second round of combat. It's Julian's turn. You are no longer petrifying.
Amazing.
can you get me out of here?
He grabs Siegfried and pull him. He's the one that could turn to stone.
Yeah, I'll pull. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna swim in, grab Siegfried, and pull him out.
DC 16 athletics.
Oh god.
Oh, he's
No, but
already.
I just destroyed it.
He's not grappled anymore. Correct. Yeah, you can just
You can pull him.
grapple and pull him. Yeah. That is so weird.
Get in here, Siegfried.
Alexandra.
Nice. Just like, help me, don't leave me. Close the door.
Leave Nia behind. We don't need her.
Worthy sacrifice.
Oh no.
To be honest, like she belongs to the other faction I don't like, so
Betrayal.
Just closes the door in her face.
Just slowly close it while maintaining eye contact.
The Kryn Dynasty, you say, slams door.
yeah, exactly. Like,
You know what?
free.
And she walked
Ironically-
away from
Ironically, I could see either of the paladins doing that, given the fact that she is technically Kryn.
Yeah, when she was talking about the obelisk or the Luxembourg, I
The
was like,
Luxembourg,
oh,
good.
no.
walked away
Yeah.
from it. Did you miss that part?
Well, now I'm really aware, but Julian, are you done?
Yeah, it's my turn. You can take your turn.
Yeah, you see the door is closing for a second, Mia, and then you see a hand grabbing you, pulling you in, and closing the door behind.
Alright, I'm gonna guess since these creatures cannot swim out of the water, that's gonna be end of combat, and what a place to end combat.
Oh my lord.
What do you guys see in front of you as just before we depart session? I'm gonna keep combat music on, because that's funny. 24. We are within the cavern of many waterfalls. This 30-foot high cavern is not submerged. The air smells stale, coral-like growth made of ruidium festoons the walls, and the floor is covered with a soft layer of dry sand. Sparkling waterfalls trickle down from the walls in a few places, but the water disappears in a glittery froth as it strikes the floor. At the east end of the cavern, opposite you, is a floor-to-ceiling opening with a waterfall pouring down in front of it. Standing in front of this waterfall is a blue-skinned figure with glowing red eyes and veins of ruidium on her face and arms. Folded behind her back is a pair of feathery white wings.
Oh, bish.
Oh,
I have no idea what that
mommy
is.
angel.
Bish.
Oh my
And
god.
that,
Another
with that,
one.
with that notion in mind, we are going to call it a session.
No.
Everybody attack Blight!
Please don't.
I mean that we did all great on that strength 7 check.
I
That's
think
so
she's
cool.
she's probably friendly. Oh.
Really?
You saw the picture?
Hey, look,
She-
Oh,
She's sick. She's
corrupted.
crying blood. That's how this is, guys. She's not angry.
Oh,
man, this is just
She
making
might-
me think back to the freaking laughing hand in his tomb with all the angels crying red.
She might just be sad.
Is
Can
it
greater
another
restoration
boohoo
cure?
moment?
Can greater restoration cure
Cure
blindness?
depression.
Cure
No, that's
depression.
called calm emotions.
Tell me right now.
I don't have that spell. I did taking it at one
I,
point, but I didn't know if that was gonna like where. Remember, Nia hasn't been able to re-equip her spells like since we long rested, which at this point has been a while.
It's been a while.
We've seen a lot of combat since then.
Question to you guys. Other than this finale we walked ourselves into and will be explained in the coming week, why
That's
would you
not
say...
Telemachus.
No. Well, Xelkis had one black wing and landed in combat and all that. Anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, what was the highlight of this campaign? I typically have thumbnails for my YouTube videos and I put something in thumbnail, but for this one, I honestly can tell because there were so many cool moments. That what would you like
I
to
was
be?
gonna say,
Mhm.
there was so many cool moments. It's hard to pick which was the favorite.
Flung into the tentacles, doing so well to not get petrified, and then in the last 2 minutes, trigger
I think
trap.
gazing into the mirrors was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
The hands also.
Oh, you
were,
like that? You like that me forcing you guys to have to campfire time for once? I was like, campaign's almost over. You guys need to know each other's characters a little bit. It's session 66, and you guys don't even know who's off Lux and who's not. We still have plot points that we need to unthread. And who knows, maybe after we're done here, we can go to Bizoxen and stop Julian's home from getting destroyed.
Yes, please.
I mean,
Sounds like treason doing that. I'm just saying.
I don't see Alexandria or Siegfried wanted help. Sure, so the Grid Dynasty and all.
I mean, we're not really affiliated with the Empire.
You're not helping Jorhas.
Oh, true.
You're helping Exandria from the Dementide. If that makes it any...
That's true. Like, after they fall, we are next. That's true.
I wonder what
While
the
we
battle-
do desire to go back home, we're not affiliated with them. Yeah. So,
wonder
if
what
you need help,
Bowser's at,
if you need help, we'll give you help. Shabam.
But yeah, I think the mirrors was like the best. I like more the hands though.
I find that like people... the hands too, hey? That's kind of curious. Always, in Curse of Strahd and all my campaigns, in Center of Avernus, people... They like the module. Most of them. But they loved shit I make up on the spot. And so do I, because it's like... I read module, I already know what's going to come, but when I just make up stuff on the spot, I surprise myself.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's like the funnest bits.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this whole Underbellies felt a little bit like a gauntlet, thinking about like what the three of us kind of did last session, which ended up leading into this session. Like, we went through like another gauntlet, it felt like, right afterwards. Like, this feels like it's been, what, 3 or 4 sessions since we've been able to long rest?
Welcome to Netherdeep. It's a commitment.
I think
I wanted to bring it up now just because that we didn't end super late today, so I'm hoping everyone is not brain dead yet. I am away on the 19th, and I know we're getting close to the end of this, and given the opportunity, I'd love to make arrangements so that I didn't miss more sessions. And I was wondering if
You can do like
we-
a Tuesday or something. Yeah.
I'm not around that whole week, so I was wondering if maybe next week we can maybe do like a double session week.
I can't
Or-
do double session.
No.
No.
I mean, listen, worst case scenario, we can go on a week hiatus. We literally survived a month and a half for a lane for all that was worth. Listen, we can go a week. It's fine.
That's funny.
It's, I guess, I can only laugh because otherwise I'll cry. But yeah, worst case scenario. Otherwise, we can. Are you away for the entire week of the 19th or just 19th?
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm leaving on the 16th, and I'm back on the 25th.
We'll figure it out in chat.
Yeah, that whole week.
We'll figure it out in chat. General reminder to people. First of all, who has the other shield? Is it who's wearing the other Rudium shield?
Julian.
Julian. Most tanky rogue I've ever seen, but I welcome. You know what? It's changed. It's something different.
Because he's a warlock rogue.
He's a hexblade. They are fighters. And then you have the helm. Who wants the great sword?
I'm thinking it would go towards like
I don't know.
Siegfried or Alexandria.
I don't know how to fit the helmet on the other side. I'm just gonna put it
I mean,
there.
I like wearing a shield.
Yeah.
can't you use a great sword with one hand?
Yeah,
No.
No, greatsword is a two-handed weapon.
Yeah, sadly.
You're sacrificing some defense for massive buffs.
We don't even know what this sword does. Like, this could be an incredible sword no one's using.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Ryan's
we
just holding on to it for now.
I can identify it. We can figure out what it does.
Before Perigria kills us?
No.
Pegger.
Well, I could, but I don't want to really use the spell slot on it. Plus, that takes a whole minute. Even if I use a spell slot, it's a minute.
Hey, can you sit there staring at the waterfall for 1 minute, please? Just
Ignore
look at
us.
you
We
like,
did not come through this watery door.
Listen, as long as we don't trigger an explosion that sends Julian flying towards freaking.
Just investigate
Flying
for traps,
Angel,
guys.
we're good.
It's not hard. It's basic D&D.
okay, I literally remember playing a game where this goblin's like literally says, investigate for traps, guys, then goes through and like literally gets 4 traps triggered on him and he dies. Literally after saying, we need to look for traps.
He was giving you the example of why you need to do it.
Was it like 4 traps just like piled on top of each other? How does that even
Basically,
happen?
we were in like a cave, and essentially all these like bookcases had rocks above them, and he would just like lift shit out, and the rock would fall on his head, and he would only have like 12 health left. He took what a total of like in 4 hits, it was like almost 24 damage. So yeah,
That's hilarious.
level
That's
level 2.
Just rock in front of a rock on top of a bookshelf.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, Will, if we don't, because whatever, it's the way this campaign unfolded, if we don't ever discover the veil in this campaign for a reason, I might just do like one-shots. Like heist one-shots with the veil.
I mean, after this campaign ends, Riot's going to probably end up joining them in a way.
Whatever you want to do, if you want to join your sister, I'm just saying that in terms of the adventure, like, if it didn't fit in our campaign, I can easily recycle content and stuff and introduce characters then.
Yeah, Riot, like, after this campaign ends, I think Riot is... I kind of have a plan for what's going to happen with Riot. He has goals that he wants to get
Do you want to
accomplished,
share with
but-
the class, or...?
Oh, I thought it was going to be like a nice little epilogue afterwards for
Sure.
everybody to know.
Also, reminder, Ivan, you have this.
The potion?
No, the glove.
Oh, yeah. It's
Just, it's not a major thing, I'm just reminding you because it wasn't used since you've crafted it, so...
What glove?
because I have the gem at the moment, so that's why.
That makes
What
sense.
glove?
Yeah.
He, like, RP chat crafted a glove.
Oh, I totally missed that.
Oh, that's fine. It's not a major development.
Alright. Well, good night, guys. See ya.
Yup, see ya.
Here.
Good night.
Thanks, Tom.
Yep,
Good night,
Yeah.
everybody.
On session.
yep, I had fun too.
Take care, guys. See you next week.
See ya. I'll figure it out with Megan. Talk about it in chat.
Awesome.
Mhm.
I know we're getting close, and I'm like, I missed last week because I was sick. And I was just like,
Figure it out. Life happens.
And that looks like a spear there.
Getting a fever of 103 as session's about to start. You're just like, great.
Gotta admit, that 3-man run session was pretty fun and fucked up, Tom.
Why
entire time-
Why was it fucked up?
Oh, the fact that Lori or Emmanuel thought we were going to get him killed. Both like Ivan and I just randomly like going for magical items, and then us going from one room to the next room to the next room without actually
I mean,
defeating
on one hand,
anything.
you're making things happen. On the other hand, you are being awfully reckless. If you were in my party, I would have a talk with your character. Because it's fine to be haha random when it's funny, but then when it's like, oh, you're gonna kill us, then it's not funny anymore, you know?
I mean, I pulled one item, Ivan did the other. I mean, I can't take full responsibility.
It's what I said still applies, dude. I can see why Lauren is upset with it.
I'm just surprised he didn't have a talk with my character. It was there for it to happen.
Because nobody wants to babysit you. It boils down to nobody wants to babysit your character for you. Right?
But
You
it's
should
not really
have the notion to be like, what I'm about to do be like just funny, or will it be like a little bit funny, but also like might risk us being TPK'd or waste resources or whatever, you know?
I didn't see that we'd get the kill.
I'm glad you got the sword of the shield because it will help you in the long run. But yeah, the consequence of that is you will pay in resources.
I saw it as an item that could be quite useful. Like, I'm kind of curious what the greatsword is. It's too bad nobody wants to use it, but I'm very curious what it is.
Well,
and I had a feeling like it would help.
People can only use what they can use. You know, like there's only so many slots we have. I find so.
Oh, I know.
You'll figure it out.
Plus, there's only been that one opportunity for people to attune to items, and if people weren't looking for like a new weapon, at that point, no. Otherwise, we haven't had any other times to attune to new items, so / identify them.
That is 100% your call, guys. When and what happens. Okay, other than that, I'm wishing you guys a good night, and I'm gonna call recording here.
Well, good night.
Have a good night.